Alright, I'm starting the stream.
Alright. Alrighty.
Alright. There we go. Got the notification. Good stuff. Honestly, I should probably grab my charger, but my phone's on 78. We'll see if it can last the whole stream. If not, I'll have to stop and go grab it like I do every other stream anyway.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and announce this to the Discord real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, it's announced in the Discord, it's announced on the Twitter, and it's announced.
Yeah, come watch Night Owls, yeah. Because we're... Yeah, it's 2 o'clock for you, and it's like midnight, almost midnight for me, so...
Yeah. I don't even care if it's midnight, bro. It's whatever. Alright,
yeah,
boy.
that's right, PJ. Late night stream, bro.
Late night stream. Coming in late. This is for all the night owls. So I guess the first thing I should talk about is why we're doing it so late. And it's because we're going to do 3 streams breaking down every hour of Swag's video. Basically, he made a 3-hour stream where he ranked all of the Naruto characters and their forms in order from weakest to strongest. So it's a lot of content to cover. Me and Surfbone are probably going to talk way more in depth than we should about each point, so we're going to dedicate 3 streams of this, all for the holiday spirit, coming in strong for all you boys and girls that, you know, need a Christmas present from big old Noodles and Surftard. Noodles, bro,
Yeah.
you will not believe where they put Toby Rama. Listen,
Yeah.
I've peeked at the list a little bit already, alright? I couldn't help myself. I've already peeked at it, but, oh man, I think it's going to be worse than the last one.
Yeah. From what I've seen, yeah, like, especially with the top, I think, I was trying to tell Noodles, because first he thought, like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do it this late. I'm like, look, we're only going to probably be getting in this part 1, all the way up to, like, maybe, like, elite tuning, probably.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to be doing, like, the other part 2 and part 3 during the day, for like the next 2 streams, which are going to be the more meaty sections. So more people are probably going to be there for those streams instead of this one. They're probably not going to care too much about this one. And I would honestly be surprised if 6 and Swag messed up this part of the tier list. So
yeah, I mean, it's pretty difficult early in part 1 because the scaling's all straightforward. The only, like, complex stuff is, like, I guess the Sani and Hiruzen and, like, the other Kage a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Like, everything else is pretty straightforward. Like, Kakashi basically just beats up everybody. The only person he loses to is Orochimaru and Itachi. That's it, you know? So,
yeah.
there's not really that. There is some convoluted scaling. Like, the tuning exams can sometimes be a little bit convoluted. But, like, Lee versus Sasuke, that everyone does. But, yeah, so hopefully they can at least get the part 1 parts right.
Yeah.
Noodles, your voice is sonically pleasing. It pleases the human ear every time you utter such a remarkable word coming out of that mouth of yours. Please continue doing that for the audience. Man, that sounded real weird, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I think the only really controversial thing we're going to be talking about in this stream, especially regarding part 1 Naruto, is the fucking mental amp argument that 6 was the one that originated from. Like, so...
Man, these mental amps be killing me, bro. They be killing me.
I
There are
hate
times when that happens in the verse, but they act like anytime someone's, like, angry or sad, they're just getting amped. I'm like, man, You know how many times people are under like emotional stress every single fight? Like if that's the case, people are just always amped to an unquantifiable degree. But
Oh, that's my big problem with it, right? Was that if they're always like that, and it's like in character for them to like get to like that angry or something. It's like with Naruto, they're just like, oh, like proof of this is like, oh, he gets super fucking amped up, and then that's why he like gets super strong all of a sudden. It's
bro,
like, okay, then that just
Naruto
the whole
literally-
mental amp thing acts like it's like an external buff
Yeah.
that he would never normally have access to, and that's my whole problem with the argument. Is it's something Naruto doesn't have that reserve of strength
yeah.
normally, which is like every fight.
Yeah, literally.
Every fight he gets that like.
The only times I can think of like where it really happens is when they directly state like, oh, he's welling up with power within him. Like I know there's one statement during like the end of the Konoha Crush arc where Naruto's fighting Gaara and he sees like Sakura and Sasuke get like beaten by like half monster Gaara, you know. And Gaara, he's just like, basically there's just a direct statement that like when he's protecting the people he loves, like the best comes out of him or he becomes more powerful, you know, power wells within him. So yeah, in that situation, you know, like the whole like adrenaline thing, people picking up cars, that's probably what that is. It's just like represented in that situation. But like every other situation where they're just like, yeah, he's thinking about his dad, man, like his dad, he's inspiring him, he's mentally amped. I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. We got a lot to talk about anyway. I've watched about 2 minutes of it casually, so.
Yeah. So do you want to start at that point or just continue on?
Let's just start from the beginning, bro.
Okay.
Let's bring it all the way back. Gotta get it in gear. Are you ready for this 3-day streamathon, Surfman?
Oh, here we go. It's
time, boys.
3 days.
We're opening the floodgates. They always think, you know, Noodles is not gonna get him, but you know what? He always comes around. Let's get it.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Swagkage here, and today we're gonna be doing something that sounds like it's probably gonna be a huge pain in the ass. So,
you don't even know, bro.
Boy 6, go ahead and say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
So this is something that I'm actually surprised I haven't already done. As you can see, we got a whole lot of Narutos here.
You kind of already did, but
and if we scroll down to the bottom,
Oh man.
that's a lot of Naruto characters, right? So we're gonna be ranking all of them. Now, just for the sake of
He's gonna be ranking all of them, and we're gonna have to address every single reason he ranks people there.
hence why this is going to be a 3-part stream.
Yeah, this is gonna be a part 3 stream because we know it's gonna probably take it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, 2.5, 3 hours to get this over with. It's probably gonna be 5 a.m. for me by the time this is over, and I'm okay with it because that's what I do.
clarity,
Video's quiet. Hold on. I'm trying.
I made this template myself. I'll
How's
also
that sound?
link it in the description for those of you who want to take a crack at this yourself. But do be warned, it will probably take you multiple sittings because there are 322 of these little fucking squares here.
Ugh.
You're going to be here for a while if you do it, just like we are. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll go in order. I might break from the order just for like the sake of making comparisons easier, but I think I'm just gonna go in the order that I laid everybody out.
Do you think we should make the
first
executive decision to speed this video up?
Oh
Just a
yeah,
little bit?
that might actually be a good idea because they both talk slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Someone said it starts out quiet because Swagkage was apparently laying down and 6 was already quiet. He just mumbles all the time.
Yeah. All right, let's try it this way.
And Naruto. This is kind of self-explanatory, right? He's not gaining level.
Let's try a little bit less.
Yeah, maybe like 1.25. Yeah.
They say that like, I mean, like you see, he can't even do basic.
All right, that's
jutsu.
good.
You made a shadow clone.
Yeah, not even a shadow clone. It's like the clone jutsu. They're not even real clones. I think he might
That's
be the only
fine.
character an academy student here.
Mizuki fight though.
Yeah, he's. I don't.
Because Mizuki was a tuning. He got destroyed.
So he might be like elite tuning level.
Mizuki was actually in the anime was contention for being a Jonin. Like the only reason they didn't make him a Jonin was because he didn't have the mental fortitude.
Low tuning, like Mizuki and Iruka might.
So yeah, you can maybe
Iruka,
say like part 1 Naruto could beat up a
destroyed by
Jonin.
this Naruto. So I guess another thing worth laying out here, and I'm sure Six will agree with me here. There's a lot of stuff in Naruto where the power scaling isn't like linear, right? Like every Naruto after Mizuki fight Naruto isn't necessarily going to be stronger than him. I think this mostly applies to Land of Waves characters, actually, because like the Haku fight Naruto is also crazy. We'll get into that in a second. But like this Naruto is just way stronger than because this isn't specifically like this isn't just after
He produced
Shadow
1,000
Clone.
clones
This is
against
specifically when
Mizuki.
He tells Mizuki he's gonna kill
And he
him, and
wasn't
makes, like, the 200
like
or whatever.
Kurama amped.
Mizuki and Iruka.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
He should probably be elite. Like if Iruka's low, Mizuki's tuning, and then Naruto.
Maybe.
Iruka's
But,
kind
see,
of
the issue with
trash.
that, then is that we're gonna end up with like a lot of tuning exam characters and low Jonin, which I don't like. I don't know how I feel about that. But here, let me go ahead and grab Iruka and Mizuki. Where are they?
Bro,
Here
just
they
put
are.
them in tuning, because it's just a tuning.
Yeah.
Like,
I
stop.
think that you could probably get away with just putting them both in low tuning.
Mizuki's trash, bro. No feet.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like they're putting them in.
Pretty relative when they
Are they
fight, right?
actually
And
trying to
Naruto-
rank them based off of like
Like,
ninja rank?
yeah,
because-
like, off the tests and stuff. Like, what about, like,
Yeah, like-
Gaara? Like, he like, went on, like, multiple, like, B, C, and A ranked missions and was never even damaged. Like, you think a normal Chunin can do that? Like, Gaara would literally destroy Mizuki and Iruka at this point. Like, it wouldn't even be close. So, if Gaara is already a Chunin there, and just put him in low Chunin. Like, every Chunin we basically see, like, even, like, I don't know, who's like, I was gonna say Neji, but he's a Jonin. Literally, bro, they're just low Chunin.
Noodles. Some people are still trying to say that the stream is quiet. You might want to like turn up like the output on OBS or something,
Yeah.
like computer audio.
Okay, hold on. I'll do it really quickly.
All right, we're gonna test.
What's the setting for it?
It should be like because there should be an output for your mic and then output for
Desktop
like
audio.
computer audio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to turn you down now then.
All right.
Oh no, you sound about the same.
Well, yeah, because let's see.
All
Let's
right,
try.
Being a tier above does right.
I have
we'll rewind a little bit.
Probably get away with just putting them both in low tuning. Because I
that's
mean,
fine with me. I was just asking.
because they do seem pretty relative when they fight, right? And
How
then
does it
Naruto
sound,
being
guys?
a tier above does make.
I haven't.
Yeah,
played
does this sound good?
in, like, years, but like,
If it's too quiet, just say
I'm
so.
pretty sure Mizuki only beats Iruka.
Oh, you still have the
first hit he landed,
the loading image up.
like
Oh, my bad.
protect Naruto.
Yeah, you might
Am
be
I
right.
wrong?
No, you might be right about that. They do the back and forth like transforming jutsu like subterfuge thing, so they are actually maybe like rivals. You might be able to just put one in front of the other. I guess I have to put Mizuki in front because he did technically win, but yeah, it seemed like a 50-50 thing now that I think about it.
Yeah.
They might just be like regular tuning. I don't know.
They don't
Like,
have any feats,
Mizuki
man. Just
did
put them
get
in low
Yeah.
tuning.
So I'll have to think about it.
He got beat, but it was like
We don't know how strong they are in comparison to other tuning. Like,
Look,
this is stupid,
here,
bro.
like,
what
are we just
doing?
gonna like, because who's like the specific Jonin's name that like specializes in training people?
Ebisu.
Ebisu, like, are we just
Special
gonna
Jonin.
immediately put him in Elite Jonin just because he has the rank of Elite Jonin, despite what reason why he's up there? Like, because Ebisu is not particularly strong at all. He has no feats. Like, are we just gonna randomly put him up there because of rank? Like,
Yeah. It's stupid, bro.
it just makes no sense.
The rankings
I
are
swear to
trash,
God,
bro. Naruto was a Genin in the war arc. Like, who cares
Yeah.
about ranks? They don't mean anything. Like, the only things we know about these dudes is that part one, like, not part one, chapter one Naruto bodied the stronger of the two. Like, he's trash. Like, I mean, that Naruto would have beaten a lot of people, but still not great.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all in the same tier, and like Naruto can just beat him up because of the numbers gap.
Yeah, Mizuki may have also been fatigued from fighting Iruka too.
Yeah, that as well.
What's going on,
So
Mighty
I
Joe
think
John?
nobody's gonna disagree that Land of Waves Naruto is like quintessential Genin. Now, I do kind of wish that I had made a post tree training and a pre-tree training Naruto here, but I think that might have been like a little excessive. I don't think there's a huge difference. I think they would just end up next to each other. Now, this is the weirdest, like, if not the weirdest character on the whole tier list, it's definitely the weirdest form of Naruto on the list. So what do you think about him, Six?
Just the cloak Naruto?
I think minimum low Jonin.
Like the one that fought Haku?
Okay.
You could put him like elite with like Kakashi scaling.
Yeah.
And like we talked before the video.
These tiers are really random.
That
Man, why do we need 3 tiers of Chunin and 3 tiers of Jonin? Like, this is so...
Man.
Low Kage and Kage, I just already see it.
Can we just talk about...
Can we
Like,
just-
I don't know why... Here's the thing. I don't know why they think he's the most fucked character out of the entire tier list, because I think I've had to explain... Because some people are like, wait, why did Naruto do so well when he went into Nine Tails? It's like, does that mean that character... Like, that Naruto is just... Like, he's War Arc level now because he's able to beat up Haku. But it's like, firstly, you just forget a lot about the Haku fight. Like, for one, Haku was so incredibly fatigued that, like, again, she, like, states so many times, well, he, like, basically, Haku states many times throughout that fight that the Ice Spear Jutsu drains a lot of chakra. And it's the reason why Sasuke at some point was able to finally tag her because he was too fast.
There's
Like,
also,
Haku was way too fast.
there's
at the
also just
beginning.
a statement from Zabuza saying that, like, if Haku wanted to, like, he would just kill him and Kakashi. Like, he's just good enough to beat Zabuza and Kakashi, who are just way faster than that Naruto and Sasuke. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's just like, well, also, like, Haku wasn't even trying to kill either of them either.
No.
Like, she
Obviously.
wanted them. At first, she wanted to, he wanted to, like, let Naruto kill him. And I think the reason for that is, and I'm starting to actually think about it, is because of the lesson he was trying to teach Naruto earlier on in the Land of Waves, which was, like, protecting somebody that's precious to you. And it's because he respects that Naruto is doing that, like, for Sasuke in this instance, that he's allowing him to kill him. And that's why he allowed himself to get hit by all of those attacks, plus heavily fatigued. So there you go.
Naruto is like above full power Haku.
I agree.
I think full power Haku is just ice needling him to death.
So I think that Haku was a bit low on chakra, a bit fatigued.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
didn't begin the confrontation with Naruto with killer intent, so was super caught off guard.
Yep.
And then it just kind of snowballed. Like, I think
Okay,
that
good.
the difference in stats wasn't so, like, enormous that Haku could just recover from that, like, sudden momentum that Naruto gained, if that makes sense. And also, Haku was a bit low on...
He moves at the speed of light. You can't recover from it? You think Naruto's
like-
as fast as light, bro? What the heck?
chakra.
Well, he did say that, like, how is, like, almost no, like, character as we've seen, like, unless you're a Jinchuriki, can just recover your amount of chakra without, like, literally retiring from the battlefield to recover.
Yeah.
Like, almost no characters have the ability to just immediately recover the amount of chakra they lost mid-fight.
Yeah.
So it's not like Haku would have been able to do that, so...
Yeah.
And also, Haku liked Naruto and was holding back, so, there are a lot of factors there that make it really easy to argue.
You can also argue like Haku is getting like mental like debuffed because once he starts losing a little bit, he just like
Yeah, wait, yeah, he's like, man, I'm used
Mental
to this. Just go ahead."
debuff?
Oh, we already in mental nerfs now? This is getting out of
Oh,
hand,
mental
bro.
nerfs now.
Bro,
Not
he's
just
literally
nerfs.
He's literally just saying, man, Haku seemed a little down, bro. Like,
Well, I kind of
nerfed.
just explained why he allowed, like, a good explanation for why Haku was okay with dying.
Yeah, he was suicidal, bro. Like, that was
Yeah.
the entire thing. Like,
Kill me, like, he just gives up, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely arguable. And, like, the thing is, if this Naruto really is just stronger... than
Suicidal
Kakashi
nerf.
and Kabuto, it doesn't make sense, man, because, like, this KN0 is weaker than One Tail, who's just not that strong. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'll explain that when we get to that form of Naruto, but I think Chunin exam base Naruto is also just Genin. I don't think he's elite Genin yet. but I could be persuaded.
Oh yeah, exam 5 is separated. So yeah, this one is definitely. I'm trying to think. He loses to Lee.
And I think he
holding back.
Yeah. No, he actually loses to his own attack on Lee. Like, Lee dodges and Naruto loses to that.
What's up, Almany?
Like, Lee...
So this Naruto, he sucks.
Almany.
Holy shit, that's so funny. That Lee just dodging Naruto beats him. But, he also, like, beats Kiba, but, like, by farting. You know, so
look.
I mean, he also
probably
has
would fart on
use
him in
the
the
chakra
future, to be honest.
I mean, granted, like, it is
He's
a
just that
Orochimaru,
unpredictable
but
type of
I
dude.
think that the main... Well, here, we can just actually get into this. I think this is probably Elite Genin. I don't think they get to, like, Chunin level until they actually fight in the arena. But, I think that this Naruto's performance is, like, parallel to this Sasuke's. I think you could maybe argue that this Sasuke does, like, a little bit better.
A little bit better, yeah.
Yeah.
Orochimaru is impressed by Sasuke.
Yeah.
You could say that's like Uchiha bias because Orochimaru is like that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's because of that.
Yeah.
Wait, can we pause here? I want to know, was Sasuke did he had his 2 Tomo during the Orochimaru fight?
The Orochimaru fight you're talking about during the Forest of Death?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All I know is that Sasuke was so, like, scared of Orochimaru that he literally was in that, like, human instinct where he was so afraid that he was just frozen.
It was the same. It was the same thing that Orochimaru did to Kakashi. Like, he just fear hacks his people. Like, you want to talk about a mental nerf? That's a mental nerf, bro. That's like actually getting frozen in place because of how terrified you are. Talk about mental nerf, not. Well, I'm a little down, man. Like, shut up.
Yeah, like the thing was, like, Naruto literally does, like, one of the more impressive feats during the Chunin exams, which was stopping that giant snake that Orochimaru was like riding on top of. Like, can you just see Sasuke just even with 2 Tomo doing that?
Hold on, I unplugged my headset. What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying that, like, can you imagine Sasuke just getting so much of an amp from 1 Tomo to 2 Tomo and being able to stop the fucking snake that Orochimaru was riding on?
No, man. Like, Naruto just like walked up to that thing and just planted his fist like the Hulk on it, bro. Like, do you know that scene in the Avengers when like that giant like Leviathan's coming down from the sky and like Bruce Banner's just like, I'm always angry, and he punches it in the forehead? Naruto literally did that to that massive snake. And Sasuke was just terrified, bro. Like, he was just so scared of what Orochimaru was gonna do to him.
And then Naruto starts wailing out on it and just starts punching it ferociously. Like,
man, we need to get that panel on screen. You know what chapter that is?
Also, something I'm starting to think about as well. Like, Naruto had previously been swallowed up by another snake of similar, probably not of similar size, but like it was pretty big. But he just overwhelmed it with the amount of shadow clones and made it explode.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think that Chunin exams, like one with like, yeah, like the Chunin exams should be above the one from Mitsuki.
I'm looking in the manga right now. I'm about to grab this panel. Okay, they said it was chapter 46. So I was just checking chapter 4 just in case. I found the start of the Chunin exams. Let me double check that.
Oh, that is right, Nate. Nate just point out a good detail. Kakashi's bloodlust towards Zabuza and made Sasuke want to kill himself.
What?
Don't you remember that? Yeah,
No,
I remember.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
that.
like the part where he's like, "There's so much bloodlust in the air. I want to end my own life." And
I don't remember that, bro. This video is getting demonetized.
and then
it's cool though.
Okay, so yeah, he does have 2 Tomo, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking for this Orochimaru section. I'm getting up on it. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, so here's like Naruto getting swallowed up by that huge snake.
Oh man.
He's casting an illusion. Wait, go back up. What does he call it? He's like, it's not death, just like,
look at what he's seeing. Oh man, I forgot how like the stuff he's seen. He's casting an illusion, like he's getting jutsu. It's not death, just an incredible simulation. I looked into his eyes and he made me feel it and believe it. Who the heck is he? Like, that is some fear hacks, bro. Like, he just looked into his eyes and he just, like, pooped himself. Like, it was so bad. Crud, if we don't retreat now, we're finished. The only other option is death. I imagined you're paralyzed by now. Literally knows he paralyzes people in fear. So smug.
Wait, go back up
What's
again. It's, where... Oh, wait, no. That's too far into the next, page. At the very bottom of that one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Amazing.
The boy stabbed. Oh, yeah.
Amazing. The boy stabbed himself so he'd be able to focus on the pain and block out the fear and illusion. Just as I thought, there is far more to this one than the common prey. Oh man, he
so yeah, he did. He did just fear hacks them.
Yeah.
Just by his mere presence. Literally, just pull like a so like and go back up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Look, he just like overwhelms the amount of.
Naruto got swallowed by the giant snake and then just started shadow cloning until the thing exploded.
Yeah.
Pulled an Ant-Man, bro. That's so nasty. I didn't even know you could do that.
I honestly,
Look how scared this boy is. We've got to move fast or he'll find us again. Bro, the question is how to evade him or where to run to. Sasuke is so jumpy. I've never seen him like this. Talk about mental nerf. How about this, man? This is a mental nerf. This is Sasuke not even being willing to fight. And he's so scared he's being
Wait, go back up a little bit.
Yeah.
You see that? Whoa, my chi is out of whack. I overlooked a giant snake.
He's literally saying he's like not even paying attention. Like this is actual day state stuff. Cough, cough, Minato. It's oh man, Orochimaru was so cool in part 1, bro. All right, now
and then Naruto is just seemingly
Yeah, Naruto's just a champ, bro. He has that like breakable will. Come on, manga. See, don't break on me. Don't you break on me.
Yeah, Orochimaru's fear paralysis is like basically like Hisoka shit from Hunter x Hunter, bro. Yeah. On a grander scale, probably.
Oh yeah.
That's the previous chapter.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
come and get
Naruto was seeing.
Go ahead.
Oh, because if you go back up a little bit, you'll notice like Naruto is just watching Sasuke, and just like, bro, like what are you doing, bro? Why are you so scared of this motherfucker? Like this isn't like you.
It's so blatant, bro. Is this your clever way of beating the enemy by handing over everything we've got? He's just like saying he's just gonna let him win.
Yeah.
Stay
out of this.
Ruin everything. He just bodies him.
Just straight up punches.
Bro, he draws blood off of Sasuke. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Sasuke ain't dealing with this. No way. But we'll see. Hold on. I gotta remember what Sasuke's speed feats are. I know when he gets the curse mark, he beats up the Sound Ninja, but I can't remember any speed feats outside of that. Like, getting bodied by Lee, I guess. Yeah. Naruto just gets whacked. Look how big this snake is.
Eat snot, sucker.
Did he summon Manda for this?
Wait, like go back up. He's now like because he gets what is it? Because that's when he now has Ninetales eyes.
I see.
How could the brat possibly? He uses jutsu on him.
Yeah.
Blows him away. Hangs it.
Yeah.
Is that really Naruto? And then stops it.
Bro, look at this. This just looks absurd. Just like, no. I'm a beast, bro. Like, Sasuke, you think Sasuke is gonna do that? Get out of here, bro. This Naruto would beat the piss out of this Sasuke. It's not even close. Alright, we gotta get through this video.
Yeah.
With the shuriken jutsu and all that, like tying Orochimaru up, melting his skin off, like, I think he's just better than Naruto.
Yeah. I agree with that. I don't think he goes up to like low tuning level or anything, and that's the other reason why, like I was saying earlier, the thing about the power levels being non-linear, because this should be the same form as this, but it's like 4 tiers lower, so 5 tiers actually.
Yeah, maybe you should move it.
Yeah. I guess maybe this one has like an aura, and exam one doesn't. But
Other one doesn't.
yeah. I also think that maybe the reason this buff is so big is because the seal just broke for the first time too. I think that you could argue that because that's the first time he's ever actually used the Ninetales chakra, so it's just so much of it leaking out at once. I think that is the strongest argument for him actually being above like Haku or them or whatever. But regardless, I don't think that this like, propels any other Naruto up like that's in part 1. I think it's just a weird outlier. Anyway, I think this Naruto is still low Genin. He might be below the Chunin exam Ninetales
Exam
one.
finals?
I actually think that
exam finals.
You mean the one that beat Neji, or is he included?
Like, what?
So when did this Sasuke get 2 Tomo? Because if the one that was Fear had
During the fight, actually, because I believe, I think he got 2. Didn't he get 2 Tomo during the his fight with Lee?
I'm not
or
for
no?
sure. I literally just don't.
I
remember.
honestly do not remember.
Whatever.
Nate, do you remember when he gets 2 Tomo? If you do, just say in chat.
It's cool. If he does have 2 Tomo by the point he fights Orochimaru, that Naruto would body him. It's not even close.
Well, yeah. I did see in that chapter that Sasuke had the 2 Tomo during the Orochimaru fight, so he did have it then.
I don't know if 2 Tomo gets any stronger from there, but I don't think so. So,
yeah.
what does he do? He goes through, because this doesn't look like Chunin exam finals. This just looks like beginning, like Sasuke when he first unlocks the 2 Tomo, and he's saying it's better than Naruto in the exam finals. Like, no, bro.
I hope they change. I really.
Bro,
hope
he's
they
putting that
change that.
Sasuke who literally shoots like a fireball at some like actual trash Chunin, like, and then Naruto's over here like, bro, like, do I even have to say like murdering or like blocking an entire giant snake? Bro, let me see. I just gotta see the next chapter really quickly. Like, I don't think just any Genin is gonna do that, bro. That's some like, bro. Then he just jumps at Orochimaru like a Chad.
Oh, something I just remembered here. So what you remember when Six said, "Oh, he was still impressed with Sasuke"?
Yeah.
That like Orochimaru was more impressed with Sasuke. Actually, Orochimaru thought that Naruto with Ninetales Amp was such a detriment to his plans, and that he would get too much in the way that he reactivated the seal, and like strengthened it.
Yeah.
So he went unconscious after that. Because he had no longer had access, because I think he was just had fully reliant on the fucking Ninetales chakra at that point.
Bro, I just realized, why do they have Aruka and Mizuki above these guys?
Because they're still going by the fucking rankings.
Man. Gaara is a Genin that goes on like Jonin missions. Naruto was a Genin in the war arc. What about the people that just didn't take the exam? You know they can do that, right? Like they aren't obligated to take the exam. Like if they just Mike Dai was a Genin, bro, but he had 8th gate. Like he was crazy. He was fighting those ninja swordsmen who are like elite Jonin. Like the rankings don't mean anything. This is trash. Aruka and Mizuki would get. Bro, Mizuki lost to this Naruto. Like Ninetales Amp Naruto, he literally lost to a weaker version of that. Like
And like the one during like the Chunin exams almost did a similar feat that he did in the Mitsuki fight, where he just summoned a lot and
bro,
a lot.
It was
of,
a lot,
like,
and just beat up Neji. Or no, Neji was actually destroying them.
Well, I was saying like he in the Chunin exams, like during the Forest of Death, we literally saw that he overwhelmed a snake to the point where he made him explode with the amount of shadow clones that he summoned.
Yeah, that too, but also like just even during like the Neji fight in the Chunin exams, like he summoned like a bunch of clones, like a bunch, like just to fight Neji. Neji was swerving through him, but Neji's a beast, so.
So I just think it's weird that they just think that Naruto didn't just perform a similar feat during Forest of Death.
He literally
That's just
could.
weird.
There's nothing. It's literally just a stronger version of that Naruto. Like,
But no, probably mental amp, bro.
yeah, mental amp. My bad.
So here's the thing, right? Man, he might. I don't even know if he's elite, Genin, but like he
What are we
tries to fight
talking about?
Neji,
Huh?
and literally can't hit him.
Yeah, he gets beat up by Neji. Neji literally like runs through Naruto way easier than he did Hinata.
That's what I was actually
More
about.
contest.
I was about to say that. So I think that this Naruto has to still be beginning level because wherever she is. So here's the thing
Man.
about
Oh wait,
Hinata.
here.
Bro,
I think
Hinata
actually
below
trying to-
Sasuke? Did they just forget Hinata trading with Neji? Like, I know she was losing, but she was
Man.
blocking a lot of those attacks, and Neji was bloodlusted trying to murder her. And she was blocking a lot of attacks, like, and was, like, actually doing pretty decent. She would just, like, murder Sasuke in close range taijutsu, because, like, Lee destroyed a better Sasuke than this, like Chunin exam Sasuke in taijutsu, and that Lee said he never once bested Neji in combat and was beaten horrifically every time. And then Hinata's out here relative to Neji, a bloodlusted Neji. There's no reason you can't say Hinata wouldn't just like murder Blitz and take apart that Sasuke.
Oh, they correct that later. Oh, by the way, Noodles
Whereas
pause.
Naruto,
Yeah.
You just got a new member.
Oh, Mars, the new member. What's up, brother? Thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. Now you'll get to see all the member videos and stuff. If you want, just go to my Discord. For those that don't know, I have a membership. I'll be doing a monthly stream or podcast talking about just random related topics to whatever my content's going to be focusing on, like probably a lot of Naruto content, other anime and manga, just, you know, any random podcast. It'll basically just be an extra video a month for you to watch. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to go to the membership tab on my page and just sign up for the $5 one. You can get the $10 one too. The $10 one's just basically completely cosmetic, though. You'll just be mentioned in like the credits of my videos, all my real videos, at least, not my streams or anything. But my real videos will be in the credits, and you'll also be able to vote on future videos. But besides that, thank you, Mr. Mars. I appreciate it. Anyway, you ready to get back into the Surfbone?
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say. At first, I was gonna discredit them by saying, "Oh, they don't even have Naruto with the red chakra versus Neji," but they do. So, but someone said that they correct this earlier. They'll correct like the Hinata or Naruto placement later. So, we'll see.
Oh yeah, bro. Someone just posted in chat. Neji was mentally amped against Hinata. He was like
he wanted to kill her. He was so like up in the revenge.
Maybe he wasn't
Kool-Aid.
amped, but he definitely was going for the kill shots. Right?
He
Like,
was
wasn't
drinking the
playing.
revenge
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
You can't
bro.
say he was
like,
holding back. He was just going full power. But to like 6, he would be going greater than his full power. He'd be amped, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, why do we have to operate that way? I just don't want to. Like, it's stupid. Oh man, IQ in the chat with his cool membership too. Yeah, you get a sick green name too, and your questions take priority. And you'll also get a role in my Discord. Just message me in my Discord, and it'll bring you to a private channel where you'll get to see the $10 memberships vote on the polls, and you also get to ask me questions and have more direct contact with me there. But anyway, enough of the advertising.
Oh, he's just like he's actually trying to get Naruto to concede. He's just fighting defensively and not actually going for the W until he does the 64 palms. And again, he's trying to kill Hinata, and Hinata's just like deflecting his attacks and stuff. And now Neji's obviously stronger. I'm not saying that they're like relative or anything, but Hinata does way better than Naruto does. At least like base Naruto. So
Yeah, she would fold that
I
Naruto.
I'm fine with this.
Neji was like, she's like relative in speed to Neji and like relative in skill. Like Naruto was getting outskilled and outspeeded by Neji, who wasn't even bloodlusted. Like Hinata would beat that Naruto horrifically. So,
it's just weird because I don't think he was actually like tuning level, you know, because he didn't get promoted. So maybe these two are just ass.
He did beat Neji, so like when they're ranking everyone and like choosing who to promote, it's more than just combat skill.
Yeah.
And they do say in the data book that Neji had like tuning level combat skill.
Okay.
He's just not at actual tuning level yet. So.
All right.
I think
That's
Naruto
fine.
being there is fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
tuning
actually.
level, combat level,
better
but
be
still
putting
again.
Hinata in low tuning. Better be raising Hinata up to low tuning. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Now I know I may have looked a little bit like a doofus. I completely forgotten that this Naruto was here. I just kind of tuned out the whole tuning tier when I put him up here. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, bro, look at what's going on. Like chapter
please
1,
put him, pull it them down.
Bro, we weren't even realizing. Look at this, bro.
Yeah, I know.
At chapter 1 Naruto above.
Well, that's what I was trying to point out the entire time. Like, he literally did a similar feat that he did in the the Forest of Death that he did in the Mizuki fight.
Yeah,
where you
bro.
just summon a fuck ton of clones.
Why are we saying like it's not? And you can't even say it's not like even. This is not base Naruto. That's the Naruto that summoned like a bunch of clones. So
yeah. Well,
why is this Naruto below him? It's so stupid.
Yeah. Why is what are Mizuki and Iruka gonna do when Hinata just does a gentle fist against them?
Bro, Mizuki would get nay-nayed on by Hinata, like, really badly. He would throw his big shuriken, she would deflect it, and then just, like, poke him in the neck, and he'll just fall over and paralyzed. Like, that's just what'll happen, like.
This...
I mean, like, if he drops Bunta...
yeah. This Naruto might be, like, fucking... I don't know.
Yeah, that Naruto does drop Bunta.
So, low Jonin, maybe elite Chunin. Like, the thing is, I think, like, Kakashi could probably still beat this Naruto, because Bunta's not actually, like, listening to him, right? Like, Bunta chooses to help him because Shukaku attacked Gamakishi. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm not lying about that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so, like, if
We're putting Haku fight QB range Naruto.
If you're gonna say that, like, if you're ever gonna mention a Naruto that gets mentally amped,
it's this
it would be
Naruto.
the Gaara fight. It'd be the Gaara fight, bro.
They literally say it. No, we're pulling it up.
Haku.
We're pulling it up. Like, what's wrong with these people, bro? We're literally, I'm literally just gonna show you guys. Like, when we talk about mentally amped, like, it's not just that he's also enraged with the cloak while also doing a ton of training between there, but he's also gotten to the point where he's like mentally amped, like actually mentally amped. These people are so hypocritical. What just happened?
Why? Yeah, Haku definitely not. Haku fight definitely not mentally amped. Gaara, like again, like I said, if you were ever going to say at least one of them mentally amped, it's definitely the Gaara fight. So I don't know. I really hope that they. Oh, you went way too far ahead.
I got it.
There we go.
yeah,
Okay. Bro, you went too far. Why is Rasengan Naruto above?
Is that like base Naruto from? Wait, Rasengan? What Naruto is that? We have to go back. Hold on, I gotta see what happens.
Man, no. What did you do?
I don't know. I clicked the key on my keyboard and it just decided to destroy me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there
Let's
we go.
A little bit farther
might
back.
be like fucking. I don't know.
That Naruto does.
Hold on. Let me grab this chapter real quick. We gotta find this. I think it's chapter 100, literally. Oh, this is the
Neji fight.
We're getting close. It's chapter 120. I remember this shit now. Oh, maybe I'm wrong again. Maybe 130? It's probably 130. 130. Flashback. Gaara murdering someone as a baby. Not even a Genin level. Like, some Genin can't even murder people. He did it as, like, a baby. Sakura literally was frozen in terror when the Demon Brothers pulled up.
I mean, what are you trying to pull up exactly?
Literally, the statement of Naruto being mentally amped.
Okay.
There's just
Well, I think everyone just agrees here that he would be
I
mentally
want to show
amped
it
in
on
this
the screen
situation.
for the other people that are gonna watch
Okay.
this. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, unless the chapters aren't fine. Manga C failing.
Manga C is failing us right now.
Yeah.
So
Let's go back to the video.
here. I'll
So
be looking for that while we listen to this.
So
Okay.
Jonin,
Yeah, if
maybe
someone
elite
has it, just send it to me and I'll just pull it up on
Because
screen.
the thing is, I think like Kakashi
Yeah.
could probably still beat this Naruto, because Bunta's not actually like listening to him, right? Like Bunta chooses to help him because Shukaku attacked Gamakishi. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm not
That's a
lying
good
about
point.
that.
You're right.
I agree with that because Gamabunta in character doesn't even care about Naruto. He's more annoyed that he summons him. So that's a good argument, Swag.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, so like if Naruto dropped Gamabunta,
Why are we questioning if Kakashi would kill him even still? Like, Naruto, you think Naruto's gonna summon Gamabunta before he just gets a Chidori through his skull? Like, no. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. Like,
against like Kakashi, Bunta might just like walk out and leave. So he might just be Elite Chunin. I could be persuaded to move him up, but I think I'll leave him in Elite Chunin for now.
I so hope that
this one's weird. So this is like Kabuto fight, Rooftop Sasuke fight.
That Rasengan is powerful.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, Hinata was mentally nerfed. Nate was right. He said that if they want to use mental nerfs, Hinata would be nerfed because she didn't want to fight Neji at all. That's true, bro. She was literally scared and like terrified. She didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, or just like they're holding back, right?
Yeah.
Just
Well, no, Neji wasn't holding back, but Hinata was like mentally
well, I was
nerfed.
just saying like yeah. I don't know, why do we have to say mental nerf? Why don't we just say yeah, they're holding back? Like I hate the
it's
fucking
because
mental nerf term.
It's literally, it's not true. I don't agree with it. I think
I know, I just don't like the wording. Why can't we just say they're holding back because they don't want to actually kill
it's
the
the
other
same
person?
thing.
It's
It's
like,
just more
oh,
specific. It's just annoying though.
he's stronger than
Yeah.
Gaara fight, because
Because if Kabuto is Kakashi level, then he like eats the chakra pill, so he's like a little bit stronger, and then he puts all of his chakra to his core to block the Rasengan, and it still doesn't work.
yeah, dude. Now, see, the thing is, maybe this'll be an inconsistent thing to say because of the Rasen Shuriken. I don't.
Why are we putting Haku fight Naruto above Gaara fight Naruto, man? This is like literally, bro. This is probably 100 chapters later, and you're still talking about this like as
think this is actually the same
Yeah.
thing because Naruto hits Kakazu with the
after
Rasen
multiple
times,
training
but
periods, multiple
The
enemies
reason
fought.
I am hesitant.
And it's the
to move
same
Naruto
amp,
higher
and
than
he's
Elite
mentally
Chunin
amped.
is
Stupid.
because I don't actually see him tagging Kabuto outside of the very specific situation where he hit him with the Rasengan. You know, like where he.
well,
He
Naruto did allow himself to get hit.
He does that so often in character,
Yeah.
bro. He did it against the Jinchuriki, who were absolutely speed blitzing them. So yes, he totally can beat people that are faster than him, but not strong enough to one-tap him. Like, he literally can do that. He did it against the Jinchuriki. It didn't work against the Jinchuriki because Han was a thing, but outside of that, it definitely works, and it's definitely something Naruto does in character pretty often because he's unpredictable. It's just a good thing.
Okay. By the way, Nate sent me the scan, by the way. Here, I'll send it to you. And he said it's chapter 133, if you want to go check for that. So I sent you the
Okay,
scan
well, I'm on
specifically.
chapter 133. Let's just read it. He gets whacked. Well, here it is. I don't want to watch my precious comrades die in front of me again. Precious comrades. He starts thinking about Sasuke and Kakashi. I thought of him as strong. Because, like me, he grew up wrapped in loneliness and sadness. And yet he kept fighting for himself from inside the core of solitude. When people are protecting someone truly precious to them, they can truly become as strong as they must see. And he's just he's literally like thinking about protecting Sasuke and Sakura from Gaara. You will get stronger.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, he's summoning unbelievable amounts of chakra. Is this really Naruto? I swear I'll protect all of you, and then this happens. Bro! Why do you think this Naruto loses the Haku fight Naruto? Ridiculous, bro.
Bruh.
Ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense.
He has him locked down after Kabuto's fatigued from fighting Tsunade. But, you know, if he lands the Rasengan, you just blow up and die.
So you think you should put him lower, like just because you can't? It's not like that fast.
Yeah, well, the other thing, too, is the sound are also tuning level, and they're, like, above Naruto because they're above Sasuke, who would have lost to Naruto. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird,
Yeah.
right? And also, this Naruto just gets, like, no diffed by Kakashi, too, right? Like, he's fighting Sasuke, and Kakashi just blitzes both of them. Like,
There's a complete speed blitz too.
yeah, like, he just shows up, and, like, he wasn't there even, like, in frame before, so...
They didn't even know who it was.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that they're like Jonin level yet. I think it's reasonable to say that this is like above KN0, but it might, I don't know, it might not be. Because this
It
one
might
also has
not
aura,
be?
But that KN0 Haku fight is just different.
He would be more pissed against Sasuke. What?
We're talking...
No, dude.
I'm
Man,
not even gonna comment on
There
it.
is.
Doesn't deserve my
I know you hate
comment.
it. There is the data.
How does Swag degrade? It's literally because he's hanging out with Six. Six has just terrible arguments. Sorry, Six, but you're just an awful Naruto scaler. But like, Swag's just degraded, bro. Like, I already didn't have a very high opinion of him, but like, what is this?
This is that one is strong.
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're spitting. I'll say low Jonin / peak Chunin. Or maybe I should just add a peak Chunin tier. So next up, we have One Tail, and this one's just like low Jonin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay,
how
so
are we,
he- okay, he
hold on. I
switched
gotta
it.
know this, bro. How are we wedging, like Haku fight Naruto in between, or like Haku fight Naruto in between Naruto with a loaded Rasengan on Kabuto and Final Valley Naruto? How did he get between there? And why is he above Gaara fight Naruto? Like, this is just so weird.
So
and what weirds me out is, again, he noted like, oh, Haku was like basically holding back against them. He was massively fatigued. You can't really scale him that much to Haku in full power. So
He
it's
has no
like, okay, if
scaling,
you
bro.
realize that, then why is he up that high?
Yeah, you're basically just admitting that you don't know where he scales, because the only scaling he has is to someone who has no scaling, a mentally nerfed, suicidal Haku, literally. Like, how are we supposed to, like, derive any kind of, like, meaning from that for Naruto's power scaling? There is no usefulness.
Yeah. Like, I think he would still lose to Kakashi. I've said this in videos before, but it's, like, narratively implied when Kakashi's on his way to the fight, and he's like, please let me make it there in time. Now, this isn't, like, a feat or anything, but I think it's clearly being conveyed through the narrative that Kakashi is going to be able to stop them the same way he did on the rooftop, right? So, the idea that he'd just be able to run in there and grab them both and put them in timeout when they're at, like, max power means that they can't be, like, you know, that high up. But I do want to put, like, respect on them because, like, you said you watched Naruto or read Naruto fairly recently, right? So you wouldn't have...
Yeah, this part I have.
What I was going to say is you wouldn't have been around, like, when this shit was new and they were plastered all over the marketing and being treated like these elite, like, god-level characters. But they're definitely, like, above the rest of the Part 1 Genin, I think.
The only time when Kakashi's on the way there that he's, like, gets worried is when they start making that, like, black hole.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's definitely stronger than at least One Tail Naruto.
Yeah, I agree. Like, maybe the, like, combined Rasengan and Chidori would have killed Kakashi if they threw it into him or something, but I don't know. I think he would have just speed blitzed them both.
Yeah.
Shippuden Naruto, I think, is, like, just straight up Jonin level, though, because he's relative to Sakura, who's just, like, she's kind of on Kakashi's level. So I think Kakashi's above them in the bell test, but I think it would be really weird to say that they're not, like, doing Jonin level shit. And, like, Naruto can tap into the Nine Tails at will. And I think another good way to put this is, like, Naruto's actually kind of able to fight the 30% Itachi clone. It's mostly him and Kakashi who put in the work. And meanwhile, Neji, a Jonin, just gets bodied by the 30% Kisame clone. Just gets trapped in water prison and can't do shit. So, I think he should at least be...
He does
Jonin
break
level.
out later.
Yeah, but, like, for a while, he's just sitting there. Just stuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, it is Kisame clones of the clone.
Yeah.
And put him in there in the first place, though. So.
I think that, like, it's weird because a lot of people, like, have this... Because all
Why are
of
we
the
talking
other...
about the 30% Kasame's clone, which has no scaling?
I was about to say, why
Like,
are we?
Once again, like...
Why is
not-
that relevant? I don't know why they brought it up.
Where does this scale to? Where are you going with this?
anyone
I don't
Chunin
know.
at this point, so a lot of people
Well,
see
like,
him as, like,
He's
I think
guess he's above
I think the
Neji,
reason-
who also has no scaling at this point in the series. Thank you.
I was just gonna say, because the only scaling that 30% clone technically has was not Neji compared it, the amount of chakra he has was to Naruto, and that 30% clone was kind of getting dookied on by Six Gate Guy.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It just doesn't make sense to me.
level, but that's just cap to say that, like, it applies to Naruto and Sakura specifically, I think, at the start of Shippuden. Now this is weird, right? Because, sorry, I didn't mean to move him. So the one-tail cloak Naruto is like 2 tiers above Part 1 base Naruto. but
Whoa.
2.
I don't even know if he's like a full tier above Shippuden Naruto, because like
Okay,
I
so
mean, just
Kakashi
place
just,
him
like,
there and then
keeping
yeah,
up with
figure it out later.
two-tailed one, I think, like
Yeah.
while they're going after Datara. Like,
I guess Swag just has this idea in his head that these tiers have like definitive ranges and like he
they're arbitrary. Like,
yeah, he might be 2 tiers, or he might be 1, or he might just be above him in the tier. Like you realize it's all random, right? Like it's just how you like arbitrarily.
Like, you're
decide
probably
the tier.
gonna change it later, so
Yeah.
just place them there, and then once you start putting other characters there that aren't Naruto, then you'll figure it out. Like, oh, maybe he is like 2 tiers above, or maybe he's actually 1 tier above. Like,
Yeah. Surprisingly, we've actually got 40 watchers. Surfbone, that's better than I expected.
these are all the night owls, bro.
Yeah, the night owl's pulling up. All the Aussies coming in. How many of y'all are from New Zealand or Australia? Probably none of you. But if there is any, bro, you're sick nasty. Anyway. They pulled the whole, it's all a joke.
I will say,
oh, no.
to like Tail, Catch, and Dexter, we probably might not even get to the Kakuzu placement within this stream, because we're only going to try to get to an hour within this
we're gonna
video.
do an hour.
So
Then we'll do another hour another day. Let's continue.
Yep.
he's fine. He's definitely stronger. He's obviously stronger, but I don't know if there's like a whole tier difference. Like maybe he's elite Jonin. I don't know. What do you
The best
think?
thing that Naruto does is he tears off Orochimaru's fake face,
Yeah.
and he slaps him across the forest. But I don't think.
What's
he
up,
does
Lord
anything-
Koji?
Is that one tail or three tail?
Mad Lad EU gang.
Okay, yeah, because three tail is like, if Kabuto is an elite Jonin, then Naruto has to be low Kage because he just folds him. Like he just.
He yells at
Yeah, I was about to say he.
Kabuto's an elite Jonin. Okay.
Yells at him and blows Kabuto
Someone-
across the bridge. So
and he knocked Orochimaru's arm off.
What?
Legendary basically said that he's an hour and 50 minutes into like their stream, and they haven't talked about any Akatsuki members. So
Well, I figured that
we're probably,
much.
yeah. Ooh, we got a donation.
Mars with the $5 donation. Man, first the membership, then coming in with the donation, trying to sauce on everybody. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? You trying to make everybody feel
Look.
bad?
Nah, he's like, look, man, I'm here to slam my dick on the table
Yeah, literally.
and just shit on everybody. That's what he was trying to do.
For the new viewers, I have a membership.
Y'all
thing.
gonna let Mars do that to you?
Yeah, you just gonna let them outpace you?
Y'all just gonna start like shaking in shame as Mars, just like, yo, bro, how y'all gonna do when I pull out this?
Yeah, bro.
Y'all just
Hold on.
shaking in your boots.
Oh, I think we got a Surfbone. I think we got a competitor in chat. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on. Oh, we got a competitor. There we go. You guys hear that? Hear that sound in the distance? It's the sound of the Dono train coming through. Dono train. Anyway, though, yeah, I did a membership recently. If you guys want a monthly podcast that I'm gonna do, get the membership. $5 a month. Anyway.
yeah,
One shot his arm. So yeah, that one is so much fun. Shit. And then
this one is like,
four-tailed one.
so either Kage or High Kage. Where do you think he ranks compared to Start of Shippuden Sasuke?
I think he cleaved him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We have.
So he'd probably be High Kage. Because
Okay.
Orochimaru fights him, and he's like, you might be.
Okay, so what I consider a high Kage is like, Hashirama. Like, that's a high Kage. Hiruzen. That's a high Kage. Four Tails Naruto, like Prime Hiruzen, by the way. Four Tails Naruto beat, didn't even successfully win against an armless Orochimaru.
Yeah. I
And
thought it was
when,
funny
when,
that,
when a full-powered Orochimaru couldn't even beat, a decrepit old man Hiruzen with, summon help.
yeah.
So...
Well, I was going to say as well, something that people got to realize, Jiraiya said there have been only 2 times he has been close to near death. One was by Four Tails Naruto, where he got a permanent scar. And the other one was by Tsunade. So we're going to say Tsunade is also, high Kage tier, by their own standards.
I mean, it just shows that he's, Sannin tier. which is fine. Like,
Yeah.
he is around Sannin tier, but I don't think the
He
Sannin
should
are
be
that-
around Sannin tier.
Sannin are not high Kage. Sannin get bodied by most of the Kage. Tsunade's literally the strongest of the Kage. Man, Mars is coming in. What the heck, bro?
Yeah.
$3 donation and a $10 donation going crazy in the chat. Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Nobody's beating Mars right now. He
Yeah.
just went Super Saiyan in the chat.
Literally, this thing's golden and everything. Crazy, bro.
Be as strong as my Sasuke. So I've always took that as him saying Sasuke's still stronger, but only like in Curse Mark 2. Does he say that to Three Tails?
Yeah, he said, or what he specifically says is, with like this level of power, you're no match for Sasuke. But then Four Tails Naruto like swipes Orochimaru in half with like one hit, and Orochimaru at that point anyway, he's clearly stronger than Sasuke.
Okay. Then yeah, I could say Haikage maybe beyond S class. I'll
just hold on. Just like put in other characters first.
Rasen Shuriken Naruto, I'll put in Kage level because he's like surpassed Kakashi. He kills Kakuzu.
Okay, there's literally a statement that Naruto with that Rasen Shuriken, like the incomplete Rasen Shuriken, is like equal to Minato in power. So I'm curious to see where they put Minato at, bro.
I was gonna say, if that's their line of reasoning that the Rasen Shuriken should be below Four Tails Naruto, then is Four Tails Naruto like above Minato as well, based off of how they? It's like if that's the case, then
he would just tank everything Minato has. Like, what's Minato gonna do to him? And Minato's never shown.
It's not like Minato can slice off his throat or something.
Yeah,
it would fucking break.
Literally, and also like the seals that Minato has have never been shown to work on something as powerful as Four Tails Naruto. Like, he has the Reaper Death Seal that kills himself once again, but like that doesn't help him. Like, that's just a suicidal thing once again. So like, he actually doesn't have any other seals that would work on that. Bro, Four Tails Naruto would beat up Minato. Like, he actually
unironically. Well, like, I feel like a lot of people are like trying to hype up a lot of the shit where it's like, oh, well, Minato got taught by his wife that knows a lot of sealing like jutsu from being in the Uzumaki clan, but it's like, well, we don't know how powerful those particular sealings are, and he's never displayed using them, so we don't know how good they are.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he would just say in character he would never use them, so we would never know if they would work on Four Tail Naruto.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like, and this is all again assuming that like that they're saying like Four Tails Naruto is above Rasen Shuriken Naruto. I don't even agree with this because the Rasen Shuriken like would have one tapped Tendo Pain, like one tapped it, and Six Tails Naruto couldn't do that. Six Tails Naruto hit him in the head with like a brick like 10 times in a row, and like suplex. Like, Superman punched him across his face, and he just ate it. Like, didn't even, like, flex. Then he fired a Biju bomb at him, and he just ate that, too. And then, like, one Rasengan, not let alone a Rasen Shuriken from Naruto, like, completely folded Pain. Like, literally, it stayed in the data book, it, like, bisected, like, 5 of them at the same time. And, like, it also would have one-shot Tendo, because, like, there's multiple times where the Ashura path was, like, trying to jump in front of Tendo to save him from Chidori. And it's just stated that the Rasen Shuriken is the highest level of shape manipulation and surpassed Kakashi. So, the Rasen Shuriken literally would just one-tap Tendo Pain. So I have no idea why they even think Four Tails Naruto should be, like, above. Like, they have to, their argument they would have to make is just, like, this Naruto would be faster than Rasen Shuriken Naruto, and he would, like, blitz and one-tap him.
Most if not all characters around that time have no way of dealing with the Rasen Shuriken.
Literally none. Absolutely none.
Like, again, how is... Oh my god. Again, it's just like you said, Tendo is able to tank blast from Six Tails Naruto, but can't from a Rasen Shuriken. That should tell you something. Why the Rasen Shuriken should just be above Four Tails. Jeez. Like,
I mean, like again, you could make the speed argument that like he should be faster, which he should be. He had a higher QB cloak, so he'd be faster than Naruto, and he'd have better taijutsu than him. It's not like Naruto scales to the Rasen Shuriken's like attack potency or anything, so he would just pummel Naruto. But like at the same time, Naruto be throwing that Rasen Shuriken and probably would beat a lot of people with them clones. So I think he might just be a better combatant than Four Tails Naruto overall. So. But again, I don't know how they're really ranking this list. They said from weakest to strongest, and we're just going off of pure strength. Rasen Shuriken and Naruto
Yeah.
are stronger, bro. So
Yeah.
Seems pretty blatant, right? Because all the Akatsuki except for arguably Hidan are Kage level. I don't think he's high
Okay.
Kage yet, but unless you think Sasuke started Shippuden as high Kage.
Just start ranking more characters.
Probably Sasuke started shipping in Kage level, but
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Naruto Rasen Shuriken and Three Tails Naruto, like how they compare. Like the Rasen Shuriken would definitely kill that other Naruto, but like could Rasen Shuriken Naruto hit that one?
Oh, I know I'm interrupting again, but I actually did find a statement that like no, it just says in the third data book that nobody can withstand the impact of the Rasen Shuriken, like verbatim. So, and that just might mean it just literally like one taps everybody in the third data book, which makes sense. Like it's pretty strong, and it also bypasses durability. So. As strong as Minato and bypass durability. And they're not referring to the Sage Rasen Shuriken either. They're referring to the base one that he used against Kakuzu. There's a direct page of it. If anyone has that page, I'll show it on screen too. Just DM it to me. I literally showed it in my Toby Rama video. It's the one where they're in the third data book where they're just talking about the regular Rasen Shuriken. Anyway, though.
How do you feel about Kakuzu versus Shippuden Orochimaru?
Orochimaru would tear him in half.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Huh?
Shippuden
Well,
Orochimaru.
like,
Like armless?
Shippuden.
Like
Armless?
Armless like bedridden Orochimaru would tear Kakuzu in half? Oh man.
What does he do?
Give me a little right
Like, what
luck.
feats?
Oh.
Like, what does he do? What does Orochimaru do?
I don't even know, bro.
I think they might just be relative. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I think
I don't have a particular issue with it.
because I think like what's being implied is Naruto's kind of surpassed the need for the Nine Tails chakra with the Rasen Shuriken, but
He's using
They're
it.
talking about so much BS, bro.
Yeah,
like so
but-
much irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like
he doesn't have to like give himself.
this just
up
shows
to-
me they're not good at power scaling, bro. Like they just don't understand like the things that are important and the things that aren't important. Like you just need to be comparing like the best speed feats and the best AP feats and any abilities that matter. That's all it is, bro. Stop talking about these irrelevant like unquantifiable chakra boosts and mental nerfs and amps and stuff. Jesus.
Nine Tails is what I thought, right? Because that like
yeah.
the next time he does it is against Pain when the Rasen Shuriken isn't working. But
Huh?
yeah, I'll give him relativity for right now, and then Sage mode is
Relativity.
yeah. I think
Yeah, I
beyond,
guess.
yeah. Easy.
I mean, this will get easier when we get like more characters on the board because like right now all we have is Naruto.
yeah, I know. This
Yeah.
is what happened.
Beyond S
Yeah,
class?
exactly, dude.
So we're thinking like Sage Naruto's gonna beat like Hashirama? Like is that what he's saying?
I don't think that's how
he's got to
it's
put him
gonna
in God tier, bro. What's High Kage? What is S class and demigod? What's the purpose of these? Just have High Kage and God. So much
I don't know
unnecessary
if I said
stuff.
this yet in the video, but I was doing a test run of this yesterday, and this was like the hardest part, just because I was comparing Naruto to Naruto, and I just want to make sure I set this up right. So let me just.
Okay, so they both have speed feats of reacting to pain, and one of them doesn't do any damage to pain, really, and the other one taps him multiple times, and also has, like, shadow clones and things like that.
To be fair,
Jutsu.
it was when it was just one pain, right? And just being a singular pain makes it stronger.
That is true,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, maybe
So-
you could argue it that way.
To be fair, like Six Tails Naruto, if he came around during the time it was like 6 pains, he would have just one-shot all of them.
Yeah. Plus, the Nine Tails amp be kind of strong, too. So
Yeah.
Just go ahead and establish like what some of these tiers mean. Like demigod and god are like war arc level. Six-tail Naruto might be like comparable to KCM. I don't
I
know.
think he's strong.
Huh?
Yeah, but I was gonna say I've heard that too, and I don't necessarily disagree with it because he sees Chibaku Tensei, and now Chibaku Tensei did pack up this Naruto right here, but KCM Naruto sees it and is just like, I don't know what to do, right? Like he has no idea. He just thinks that like it's stronger than he is. So I probably should have put 8-tail Naruto on here as well, but I don't know. Like he shows up for 2 seconds. There's no point in scaling him.
Like hot take, I kind of think like Sage Mode Pain Arc at least like hits harder than KCM 1 Naruto. Like I think KCM 1 is much faster.
From the pain arc?
Surfbone, drop the scan where it just says that he's stronger than he was when in the pain arc. Just show the scan on screen.
Oh yeah,
just grab the scan.
I think
bro. Like I feel like he just didn't read the manga. Like he actually just didn't read the manga.
I literally, when I was doing research to like get the good quality scans for Noodles, I then just came across a particular statement where Naruto just straight up says, while in KCM fighting Edo Nagato, where he just says, "Yeah, I'm a lot stronger than I was when I fought Pain."
Like just
Here's the scan.
Bro, just look at this. Look how ridiculous this is. Nice move, Naruto. I'm a lot stronger now when I fought Pain. Like, literally beginning of the war arc clone of KCM Naruto.
Hot take? Yeah, more like you're just blatantly wrong, Six. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, so stupid. Such a stupid position.
Mr. Encyclopedia.
I think that KCM one. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Well, no, because it's weird though, because like Sage Mode also has better reaction time. I've argued before that it's extremely possible that the reason he uses KCM1 is just because it's more sustainable than Sage Mode.
100%. I agree.
Not that it's actually like better. So.
Yeah, like it's like
okay.
Think about it, right? For Sage Mode, he has to like sit still for like not 5 minutes. He has to sit still for some amount of time to gather the nature energy, and it doesn't last very long because it was like 2 Rasen Shurikens, then his Sage Mode is gone.
Yeah.
But KCM, he can pop in and out of it. He gets like the danger sensing thing, and he gets extremely fast. So, and he gets like the extra chakra arms that help him form his Rasen Shuriken, Rasengan, all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely
Pause.
think it's stronger than...
Can we pause real quick? I'm just gonna say, does Six just not remember when the Ten Tails showed up, and then like Kurama's was like, "Oh, this is bad," and then Naruto's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go into Sage Mode real quick," and then Kurama's was like, "Wait, don't!" and then he's immediately in Sage Mode. Like, he doesn't need to just sit there for 5 minutes like Jiraiya does. He could just immediately do that in the war arc. Like, he doesn't have to do any standing shit or whatever. Like, it's just so fucking. It's like, man, they just do not know what they're talking about. I think they have not like even tried like even looking this shit up beforehand or whatever.
Yeah.
Pain Arc Sage Mode. I think KCM.
I think KCM is just because I think that the like War Arc Naruto is stronger.
Bro, they just sound like they're talking normal. Can you imagine listening to this on 1
especially
speed?
after like the 9.
Oh my god.
But,
Like in his base?
yeah.
Well, in KCM, he doesn't use any of his base chakra. It all gets shelved.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I don't know. I feel like getting stronger at base makes like KCM stronger.
At least not with KCM 1. Like with KCM 2 and stuff.
Yeah, I think that actually might make sense because the official like English names for the forms are Ninetales Chakra Mode and Kurama Link Mode, like for KCM 1 and 2 respectively, and Kurama Link Mode implies using both at the same time. I don't know if I can get down with putting KCM below Sage Mode.
Did they just not understand how KCM works?
What did they say?
Like how hard they hit.
Yeah.
KCM 1 clearly fast.
I'm trying to like.
He's just.
Chakra, it all gets
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, you
that's
just tell me.
Well, I'm gonna. He says that like when he's in KCM 1, he's not even Naruto's not even using his own chakra.
Okay, so you know, like in order for him to even like take chakra from the Ninetales is also taking his chakra back. like he's.
Oh,
taking
he
Naruto's
runs the
chakra.
risk of doing that. Like.
No, that's what's actively happening at all times.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just directly stated. So,
Here, I'm gonna grab the scam.
So
real
yeah,
quick.
he is losing chakra when using chakra to even use KCM. He has to. It's like part of the deal.
Oh yeah, yeah. It says Eito's like while you're in basic tail beast chakra mode, the Ninetales is sucking away your chakra. Your temporary shelving. Okay, I think temporary shelving your Naruto chakra to use Ninetales chakra instead. Okay, so I guess technically they aren't wrong, from what I heard. So
Yeah.
true.
so
That's fine.
But I don't know. I feel like getting stronger at base makes like KCM stronger.
At least not with KCM 1. Like with KCM 2 and stuff.
Yeah, I think that actually might make sense.
also
'cause,
here's the
official,
scan
like, English
where
names for the
Naruto
forms
just
are-
goes instant Sage mode in the war arc.
Yeah, showing he has better
Literally
chakra
with-
control. which literally means, by the way, that his like ability to manipulate chakra and his jutsu also got better, which also means that he's stronger and faster because that's how you get stronger and faster.
Our Ninetales Chakra mode and Kurama Link mode, like for KCM 1 and 2 respectively, and Kurama Link mode implies using both at the same time. I don't know if I can get down with putting KCM 1 below Sage mode in a fight though.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of like how hard they hit. But
yeah.
KCM 1's clearly faster.
Yeah. Then like painful. I think the thing is like Sage mode. So I think that his like travel speed is faster in KCM 1, but Sage mode has better reaction and like combat speed because he uses that to fight the Raikage, who he like can't dodge in KCM, so it's weird. So I think War Arc Sage mode might be above it, but I think that KCM is stronger than Pain Arc Sage mode. Where are we putting?
Yeah, I mean, like, due to like the sustainability thing, KCM would probably like beat Sage mode, did like outlasting and stuff. But yeah.
Where do we... He's probably not beating Four-Tail Cloak and Base in the War Arc, but he's really strong in the War Arc. I think he's high Kage. I think he's a tier above Ross and Shuriken.
That's cool with me.
Yeah, because I think, like, base War Arc Naruto would just smack Kakazu.
Because Naruto also does a lot of physical training with Paw.
Yeah, exactly.
Boku, so.
Yeah, he, like, makes his base way stronger, which is, you know, why it's not, I don't know who would say this, but it's not, like, an anti-feat that a fatigued Tendo was swapping hands with base Naruto after training at Mount Miyaboku for a couple seconds. Wouldn't it be weird to say that's an anti-feat when he has no Tendo powers too, because he just blew up the whole village? Yeah, that would be a stupid thing to say. I wonder who would say that. Anyway, this Naruto is like, okay, so if we judge the performance of his clone, maybe he's just beyond S class, but like he is nuts, dude.
Oh my, bro. Do you remember the like mountain-sized Rasen Shuriken that he threw at Madara?
Yeah.
He's easily in that tier.
Yeah. So I think 6
might be
up here too, but yeah, I could actually see because
I'm glad we're differentiating
and I think
War Arc Sage versus Naruto.
Demigod tier 2.
Pain Sage.
That's like that might be contentious. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, I mean we'll get there.
Yeah. I can move them around. Yeah, imagine if this was like Ironclad and I had to click like a confirm lock and place button for all of them. This is really weird and looks extremely edgy. I think that these are like relative, but this is fuck.
So the way I like reason like Sage mode and KCM stuff would be like, okay, Sage Naruto surpasses Sage Jiraiya. We agree.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I've seen like tons of things to imply that like Jiraiya is on the same level as like the 5 Kage or maybe even stronger.
Yeah.
Especially when he's in Sage mode. And then the Raikage can like punt around KCM Naruto.
Wait, do you want to pause here? He just said that Sage mode Jiraiya would beat the 5 Kage. What?
Man, I just want to see what Inoki doing. Like, I just want to see. Like, I just want to like see that box like appear around Jiraiya, and then like Jiraiya just looks around and it just gets vaporized. Like, what does he do, bro? He's faster than him. He's stronger than him, and he has longer range jutsu that instantly vaporize Jiraiya. There is no way he gets out of that. Like, this is so trash, bro. These arguments are awful. Like, these are actually terrible arguments.
Jeez, like, come on, dude. Like, because he was like, this is how I deal with Sage mode versus KCM. So I argue that Sage mode, like Naruto, is above Sage mode Jiraiya, right? And I already argue that Sage mode Jiraiya is just above the 5 Kage. And I'm like, what? How do you do that? Like, do you just argue that like somehow Pain just murders the entire? I guess that is what his line of reasoning would be, which is that Pain would beat up the 5 Kage. But where are Pain feats though? Like, what are like Pain's feats that even put him relative to the 5 Kage? I just don't know. It's stated that Jiraiya is over the 5 Kage?
No, it's not. It's not stated that. It's stated that Orochimaru is like relative to Hiruzen. Hiruzen's over the 5 Kage, but it doesn't clarify which variation of Hiruzen it's referring to. So it could be referring to the Hiruzen that fought during the Ninetales invasion. Stupid argument.
In one of the translations of the manga, it says like,
I think
one of the punches clean. If I take one of the punches clean, I'm like getting knocked out.
No, I think it's implied that A thinks he can kill KCM Naruto as well. But
I don't know what statement you're talking about.
that KCM 1 Naruto is a lot weaker than he eventually is by the time he fights, like, say, Itachi and Nagato.
That one should be weaker because he made all the clones.
Yeah, but I think he's just getting stronger. Especially if you factor in the potential, like, experience he's gaining from the clones fighting all these people. Because we agree that, like, fighting, like, actual life or death battles makes you stronger in Naruto. So he might just be getting, like, hella XP.
But that's when, like, the clones disappear. His clones don't disappear until...
We don't see any clones disappear. So it's possible that some do, but now I'm kind of supposing something that we have no evidence for, so yeah. But I think that A, and we'll get here eventually, I think that A is just stronger than Jiraiya, right? Like, especially in, like, that V2, like, rage amp state where he's, like, pissed off at Naruto. I think that, like...
It's V1 that's, like, hitting Naruto that I was talking about.
Is it? Is he not even at max power?
No.
I'm pretty sure he says I'm going to use my full power to kill you. No way I'm
Yeah, that's
capping.
when he goes to, like, one-shot him, but, like,
okay.
he's, like, hunting Naruto around, it's V1.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't know. That just might mean A is, like, nuts. I think that A is, like, extremely downplayed.
I mean, you're downplaying him below Sage Jiraiya, so
you could
yeah.
argue, and I don't know if I want to get into this here. I guess this would be the place to get into it, but I think you could argue that he beats up Onoki. I think he might, like, he and Tsunade might be the strongest.
Him and Tsunade, yeah, we agree.
Yeah.
I think the Kage ranking, well, we'll get there, but...
yeah.
Oh, man,
I think that
we're only
KCM
fucking
is, like, overhyped
32 minutes
You
in.
gotta keep in mind, I'm only talking about, like, how hard they hit.
Oh, I don't just mean, like, hard hitting. I mean, like, who would win in a fight. That's how I want to...
Yeah,
Okay, so they're clarifying now. This is not weakest to strongest. It's like, well, it is weakest to strongest. Just who would win in a fight. I guess, like, they do mention that there's, like, sometimes combat triangles. So maybe, like, just who overall is the best combatant is what they mean by this.
If you're talking about who would win in a fight, KCM1 is beating both of them.
Kakuzu would beat Four Tails Naruto? Heck yeah, he would, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
so
this is...
I think that KCM1 is, like, relative to War Sage. I think that KCM2 is peak.
Okay, that's fair.
Odd tiers where you get, like, Madara and Hashirama.
Yeah, this, bro, I'm telling you.
I mean, KCM2 is such a huge amp, I feel like.
But, no, I agree 100%. But how do you feel about this right here?
But they could change it, so.
There's a BG Sage Naruto now, right?
Yeah. This one is the god tier one, I think. This one is maybe beating Hashirama. I don't know.
That's the one that fights
like
Kabuto, if I remember right. And he is pretty good, yeah.
More chakra than him.
KCM2 is the one that bitch slaps all of the Biju bombs.
Yeah.
Like, pinned down.
Not KCM2, this is like KCM2 Sage Mode one. The one that was like starting to adjust to Kabuto's speed and stuff.
I don't
like while he was flying, of course, but yeah.
Well, I was saying KCM2 is the one that,
like, the double
like, just regular KCM2 is the one that bitch slaps all the Biju bombs from the perfect Jinchuriki, so.
Different, but when you consider the difference between base Naruto and Sage Naruto,
and KCM
and then you
couldn't do that, so.
KCM2 Naruto, that amp, that's like, holy shit, dude, you know? So I've always been a proponent of, like, maybe he's stronger than Hashirama, but I mean, it's hard to say for sure, right? Because there's not, like, yeah, it's, and the other thing is, like, EMS Sasuke is just not close to that strong.
Debatable.
It's really just Naruto, so it's, like, hard to compare because, like, around this point there are a lot of comparisons being drawn between, like, the two generations, you know, Madara, Sasuke, and Naruto, Hashirama. But I think I'm going on a tangent here. This is wait, holy shit! I just let go of him, I guess. Okay, so this.
Johnny.
Yeah, this is when he gets promoted to Jonin, and so this is not just 10 tails. This is 6 pads. Because he.
Okay.
I mean, we've talked about this version of Naruto extensively so many times before, and specifically in the Afro Kabuki debate.
Kicked away a true seeing orb.
Like a billion trillion times, but, like, he just comes in and destroys Madara. So
Slaps Madara.
Yeah,
Cuts down the whole god tree.
It's so blatant, right? So.
It's like night guy, right into the god tree. There's a little dent.
Yeah.
The lava ross and shuriken, it just tumbles.
Yeah, and it's just, like, casual too, right? So.
Yeah. While dodging limbo.
Yeah, it's so insane. And then this one is upper 6 pads, especially towards the end. At the beginning, he's probably the peak of this tier, but then, like, by the end, he's just crazy. I was gonna compare him to Madara. We'll get there, but, like, this upper 6 pads is like you're fighting Kaguya, right? So, Ashura Avatar. Now, see, the fun thing about this, right, is these are all linear, so I don't have to get into any art, right? Like, we had a little bit of a little moment with, like, these, but, you know, we can mostly avoid them for right now because it's just Naruto's, but this is going to get
pretty
contentious
straightforward
as soon
stuff.
as certain characters start getting thrown up here. The last Naruto. In base? This is where we get into, like, weird territory. Yeah.
Bro goes crazy and
Like, he's
Honestly,
just, like, blocking shit from Toneri. Like, I don't know, man.
I guess we're not really gonna comment on base since we don't
I'm not saying he was,
don't really remember what his feats are.
I'm not saying he would, like, beat up Six Paths Cloak Naruto in base, but I'm not saying he wouldn't beat
They're
up.
swapping hands.
Yeah, I agree. This Naruto is
Whatever.
like,
Oh, yeah, he's different.
he might kill Kaguya by himself. Because,
I mean, I think he is.
Yeah.
like, so Toneri is kind of implied. Isn't he stated to be, like, relative to or above Kaguya?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. And Naruto's just, like, man, it's so bad for Toneri, dude. Like, he gets
One punch.
shit on. Yeah, like Naruto's just
In one
avoiding
punch.
everything and then just beats him up with one attack. Like, Toneri cuts the moon in half. Naruto does not care. Then this guy, he is 50% just fighting Fuse Momoshiki. Like, I don't know
In
what
the
to tell
manga.
people.
Yep.
Yeah, in the manga. Not in the
In the
anime.
anime, that junk is different. But in the manga, he's like weaving Fuse Mobo in base.
Yeah.
I'm just glad
I
that
should let
Swag
people know I'm
and
not
Six
an
aren't the
anime viewer.
people that
I
think
caught
that
up on
Kaguya
manga.
just solos
I don't have
everybody
time
for no
that,
reason.
no. You know what I'm saying? There's like 300 episodes.
Imagine if
But
that's what we had to
I also
deal
don't
with.
think anybody will have a problem with me saying this is manga canon.
Naruto
So, that's also why there's no Urashiki. Even if we were doing anime continuity, I'd probably not put Urashiki on this tier list. But yeah, like in the manga, it's just so stupid. Like they make Naruto built like he's just a fucking champ in Boruto, you know?
I'm telling you, bro. Like Fuse Momo just gets dismissed by Six Passage when Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. Sage mode Hokage. He's probably still just in Boruto era, but then yeah, like Six Pad Sage mode is like insane.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's 2 tiers above Six Paths Cloak Naruto might seem like cap, but it's just not, right? So
There's another character up there that's gonna be up there that people are gonna hate.
yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. We talked about this before, and I was ready to argue with you about it, but then I read it, and it was very, very cut and dry. There are actually, like, still a shocking number of people who are like, this Naruto's nerfed. He's weaker than he was when he fought Kaguya, and it's just like, no, dude, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because, like,
Fly anymore.
Those people are annoying.
He flies.
yeah, like, as soon as he and Sasuke start fighting seriously against Momo just gets dicked on, dude. So,
It's how many hits is it in the manga? It's 2.
something like
And
that.
He just like blows Momo away.
Yeah. Then finally, we have Baryon mode Naruto. I'm so funny.
It was just a misclick.
Yeah, bro. So anyway, like what? I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. Right? He just
Who's
is.
gonna argue? Who's arguing this?
Go ahead and dislike.
If anyone disagrees with that, you're just an idiot.
But anyway, so now hopefully I hope you guys are ready for some whiplash, cause guess who's next? Land Wave Sasuke.
Oh my god.
Bruh, yeah, no, so like I said earlier, I did a test run for this yesterday, and when I got to this Sasuke, after doing all these Narutos, I was like, oh my god. Like, I needed a minute. But, so he's, like, elite Genin, I think. Like, he's probably... Is he beating exam finals based Naruto? Like, maybe. Because he just, like, flexes on Gozu and Meizu, who are Chunin, so...
Oh, he does. Yeah, you're right.
Like, that's the big feat that he has. He doesn't have any Sharingan, and he just flexes on those two, so...
He's not. Oh yeah, I don't think he's beating like K and Zero.
Yeah.
I think he probably.
I think that one Tomoe would definitely beat Hinata, but...
Yeah.
And then CS1. So, I will say, if we're being, like, really granular about this, that he doesn't really do Zaku that much dirtier than Shino does. And I don't think that Shino is, like, outright Chunin level. I actually think you could argue that this Sasuke and Shino are relative because, like, they both speed blitz Zaku the same way. They both destroy his arms. It's very similar what happens to him in both fights. I just think it's so weird that he would lose to Mizuki fight Naruto.
Well, I mean, bro, Like,
It is so many
there's
Narutos.
200
yeah.
of them.
Yeah. But then like exam finals, Sasuke is just blatantly tuning level. Obviously he's weaker than Gaara fight Naruto, but after fighting Neji, Naruto looks at Sasuke.
Do you want to pause here?
He's like,
What?
Do you Sasuke above Naruto with red with his like amped by Kurama chakra?
It's contentious. So basically, like, what you argue is like, okay, so based on Six's logic, all right, mentally amped Naruto, like Gaara fight Naruto, was able to fight off half monster Gaara, the same Gaara that like beat up this Sasuke, right? So it makes sense that this Naruto's stronger. So if you don't argue that this Naruto has the same same mental amp as this Gaara, then Sasuke probably wins, just because the only thing that Naruto would scale to is Gaara, who's above Sasuke. But if he doesn't have that, then no, he wouldn't have the appropriate scaling to win. It just depends. But he was defending like Hinata, so her image. He was like saying he was gonna get revenge on her. So you can argue he's made like by Six's logic, he would probably be mentally amped here as well. So
I was gonna say Six said that there's a data book statement that that Sasuke is stronger than Neji fight Naruto. And Neji. If there is, then I guess there's no real problems with that placement thing.
I usually think that Sasuke is stronger than this Naruto at this point, and I think that Gaara fight Naruto is stronger than Sasuke anyway, just because I don't think you can prove that like this Naruto is mentally amped to the same degree.
like so jealous. He's like, how did Sasuke get this strong? And he like can't believe when Sasuke busts out the Chidori. I think that Gaara fight Naruto is just getting a crazy mental amp.
Yeah, Gaara
okay.
Naruto, Sasuke literally says the amount of chakra that he's summoning is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe then, because these two, Sasuke doesn't really get any stronger, and these two are relative when they fight on the rooftop,
Well, Sasuke gets he just gets out of the hospital.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like he's hospital.
Did they do the month of training after the hospital?
The hospital, Naruto literally mentions right before the fight that Sasuke is not at his best because he was literally, they basically Naruto's like, are you sure you want to do this, Sasuke? You're not in your like peak condition, basically, and Sasuke's just like, I don't care, let's fight Naruto right now, and it's like,
yeah.
Hospitalized for the whole next arc, so he doesn't really get any training aside from like the off-screen assumed training that happens between Chunin Games and Itachi. Yeah. So I guess it's not like off-screen assumed, but it's like the majority of which is off-screen, right? So he might get like a little bit stronger, but I don't know about like a whole tier stronger. But he's like relative to this Rasengan Naruto, he just like loses. So I don't know.
I mean, you could definitely like.
Spencer, the reaction video, we're gonna break this up into 3 parts. We're gonna do 3 reaction videos. We're gonna do an hour of this video. We're already 43 minutes in, and we're gonna try to get to an hour. And basically, that's how long this.
Yeah, once this video, like once we get an hour into this swag ranking, then we're gonna stop.
Yeah,
so
that's how we'll do it. So,
like you said, it's not like Sasuke within a week, 2 days is getting like a whole tier stronger.
I think it's just like, so this Naruto is like, the Rasengan is crazy, but again, he's just not hitting Kabuto, like, at all.
No, like, quick way to settle it, they're like sort of relative, and then when
he would just like put his hand up, Kabuto would stab his hand and he would Rasengan him again, like.
Yeah.
He'd just do it again, like. Why wouldn't he? He does it to people all the time.
I mean,
like,
I was gonna say, Sasuke would like kind of just somewhat admitted inferiority after he found out how much damage the Rasen Shuriken did to that like little water tank. He stabbed it, but it made. Yeah. Did I say the Did I say the Rasen?
I didn't know Part 1 Naruto had a Rasen Shuriken. That boy powerful.
Damn. Yeah. And that would be funny. What if Naruto the Rasen Shuriken earlier on to the Part 1? He would be an animal. He would just sweep everybody.
Yeah, he'd just be whooping ass for no reason.
But no, he basically kind of conceded. Like, he's like, damn it. And then, like, punches the wall because he saw how much damage the Rasengan did to the water tank. So
Yeah, exactly.
So
he
think
wouldn't
in
have done well.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like all physicals, they're like relative, but Naruto's Rasengan is just stronger. But like Sasuke is like
Yep.
That's not even. Okay, so you're saying that like he admits inferiority after. Like,
Well,
the
he see
explosion?
because he saw like first like, oh, it did like a small crater on one side,
Yeah.
and he's like, I punctured that shit. I am the superior one. But then he goes behind it and sees there's this like big like explosion out of the back,
Okay.
and he's just like, damn it. And then like,
Okay, to be fair, Sasuke could just be dumb here and not understand the difference between destructive capacity and attack potency. Like, we do know that the Chidori isn't like a super destructive jutsu; it just has a lot of piercing power. And Naruto's Rasengan is a more destructive jutsu that just breaks a lot more. So maybe just Sasuke's just.
I don't know.
dumb
Maybe
there,
they would have
but-
killed each other there.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would have. I don't think either of them would just tank each other's attack. Like,
Yeah, they probably both would have died. So I guess saying both are relative here is fine. And Sasuke with a curse mark would just be stronger. So
Doesn't he fireball one shot all the clones?
yeah, and he's like kicking them too. That might be anime only. I don't know.
I
But
watched the anime so long.
I might move Rasengan Naruto back up, but it's like I don't know.
With Gaara fight, yeah, I get what you mean.
Because Gaara fight is kind of different, just like beating the shit out of Gaara, you know? Like with punches. CS1 retrieval arc is probably stronger than Rasengan Naruto because it doesn't use the curse mark to fight him.
sure.
I don't think I can justify throwing him up here, but he's literally like featless. It's just kind of an assumed amp, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
why are we putting an
then
assumed
this
amp
Sasuke
in the
either
list
elite
then?
or
Like, what's even the
P3.
purpose of that? Here's a character with no scaling. We're just gonna put him in here just
This
for
is final valid
whatever.
base. Like, this is when he has the weird, like, half
I guess he
curse
just
mark
wants to
that's
be
not
there,
actually, like, active.
Wouldn't that Sasuke just be above the Haku fight amp then? If he's above
What
the
about
well,
what about one-tailed Naruto? Oh wait, no, that was
he should be
yeah.
um
Hold on.
okay, so okay, you want to go?
Yeah, you got it first. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say that Sasuke, even with the Sharingan, with like when Naruto was in that like that cloaked like Zero Tail one, he was like, dude, this Naruto is moving so fast, I can't even track him with the Sharingan, and was like getting bullied by him. And it was not until he goes like full like curse mark does he actually start putting up a fight against Naruto. And then transforms again, then he beats Naruto in one tail.
Yeah, exactly. This Sasuke to me, I just don't understand like how we're not like just saying he's above like Haku fight Naruto. Like, what's wrong? Haku fight Naruto is just apparently unquantifiably mentally amped and scales to Haku, who was holding back. Trash.
Then yeah, I agree with that spot.
Yeah. And then 3 Tomoe Sharingan is just, like, kicking the shit out of this Naruto. This is all pretty easy because they're just relative. And then this Sasuke is above One Tail Cloak.
Yeah.
10 times amp or 10 times or more amp.
It literally has to be greater than 10 times. Has to be, like,
Oh
at
my
least
God.
11 times.
Why did we put so much thought into that when we talked about it? When it's literally we forgot about the 10 times amp. It's definitely a tear up.
Yeah. Wait, you're
Wasn't
right.
it
yeah.
5 to 10 times?
This is what I said, bro. It gets
Yeah.
better. Whatever.
Yeah.
Not more than 10 times?
Okay, so
I
then
don't know.
this Sasuke is just above
I don't really
Rasen
remember the
Shuriken.
statement.
Maybe
I remember
something
that
like
it said
at
5 to
least.
10 times,
Yeah.
but
I
don't think it
was
said
gonna
anything
say
else.
we might struggle here for a little bit. To put, I think he's Kage, but no, he's just above Rasen Shuriken. So
Wait a second, I didn't
and
even
this
know.
also tracks this. Wait, yes. Oh my God, everything's falling into place because you remember what you were saying about Rasen Shuriken and 3 Tail. So 3 Tail Orochimaru directly compares to Sasuke, and it's like I don't think you're that strong.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Wait a second, Noodles, go. Pause. He just put base Sasuke
I saw.
above Rasen Shuriken Naruto. Oh my lord, bro.
What did base Sasuke
What is Sas-
do? What does he do?
Yeah.
Like, blitzes like
Yeah.
100 random, like, Jonin and it doesn't kill them.
Yeah.
And then every other time after that, all of his good speed feats come from Curse Mark.
And like his base, the best that he does in base is blitz the rest of Team 7 while they were in base. And Naruto is not in base, even like if you just want to like give like Sasuke the benefit of the doubt and say that Naruto didn't get any physically stronger ever since like that like altercation, which isn't true anyway. Like Naruto is QB amped in his fight with Kakuzu. Like he has like the QB eyes and shit. People will try to say it's they're blue in the anime. It's like, yeah, it's not like that in the if you look at the colored manga, they're red, buddy.
Yeah.
They are fucking red.
They
like
are red. They are most definitely red.
You're not even in the same league as Sasuke.
He might
could be
mean
CS2.
he might mean CS2. Yeah, I don't know. So what I would say is like CS1 above Shippuden. I don't think a whole tier up though, and then CS2 Shippuden might be. Would base Warwick Naruto beat him? Maybe.
Bro, I don't think CS2 and Four Tails should be the same.
What does base Warwick Naruto even have feet wise?
But I also don't like CS2 being in the same tier. Is Four Tail like up here?
Maybe.
Say
But-
Naruto. Four Tails Naruto, and then Seam 2 Sasuke. It's not too bad.
Are Four Tails up there, or we should move those three down? Wait.
They can't go in low Kage though. They're definitely at least Kage level.
Bro, I forget.
this is the problem with trying to place them based off tier. You should just place them based off characters. Like
Before he goes into 60.
Yeah.
And Four Tails like busts all the chakra fries.
Is that anime only though?
No, it's in the manga.
All right then, that's fine. Yeah, Four Tail Naruto might be getting gassed up in this video. We might be the Four Tail Naruto hype squad.
Naruto
Alright.
did say
For
that
some
they
reason.
didn't catch up to Sasuke even with the Rasen Shuriken, but the reason he said it was he just said that like he couldn't beat Sasuke, and it's like implied that the reason he couldn't beat him was because he's like friends, he's like brothers with him, and he didn't feel like he could actually like make himself do it. So that's like the whole like I wouldn't like do that to Sasuke type thing, rather than he's just not physically capable enough of beating him. So no, I don't think it necessarily scales Sasuke above like actual Naruto.
He's strong.
Yeah. So, I have been lying down and causing my mic to get quiet. No more of that. Sorry for any inconsistent audio. So then heavy Sasuke is like, I think in base he's above CS1, especially after the Datara fight. But obviously I don't think he's like CS2, and CS2 is above Shippuden. Maybe he. I don't like the idea that war-based Naruto could just beat up Itachi fight Sasuke in CS2. You know,
I mean, what does
that seems
I
weird.
even think base Naruto
really
war
can't
arc
do
does
single
anything?
thing based
The Orochimaru
Naruto. I need to
video. I don't know about
reread the war arc
Itachi
entirely,
fight.
but
Yeah.
this is
Base
the weird
Naruto,
one.
like
So is he like here or here or here?
Wait, why he was about to put him below base Sasuke?
Yeah, it's 3 Tomoe. This is the Amaterasu one, who I think is above CS2.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on.
Where
I
is
think that's fine.
Wait,
What's Sasuke Amaterasu and Sasuke Taka? Like Taka uses Amaterasu. What Sasuke is this?
they put base heavy above 3 Tomo Sharingan Sasuke Taka. Like, why? Why is base heavy above? Hopefully they change that. Like, why? You good? You good, Noodles?
Yeah, I am sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to pick something up. All right.
Yeah.
I think I agree with this, like, exactly. And then 5 Kage Summit is, I think he would beat Four Tail, but I think he's losing to Sage Mode.
I think he'd be.
Interesting.
Alright, hold. I don't know about
I
that.
think he'd beat KCM, but I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He is relative to the Raikage, but KCM1 does beat the Raikage.
He does, but you can like.
You can argue that Sasuke was going to as well.
Yeah.
Man, you want to pause
I don't
this?
know. I feel like
Yeah.
I think it's so hilarious that this is where Swag and Six have contentions on is like Sasuke being able to kill the fucking fourth Raikage. I just think that's so funny that they like this is where they have really major contentions with each other.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
All right. Well, let's see then.
for that specifically, I think that was supposed to show like what Naruto is capable of. I think it'd be weird if it was like a one-off inconsistent feat.
Well, like he keeps it. I guess I could agree with that.
Yeah.
Because he has to get stronger. Because like he was just getting outsped before.
Yeah. I think like at the start, like Naruto,
So
maybe
this ain't looking too bad to me. 5 Kage Summit being below Sage Naruto's criminal. I think Sasuke actually bodies Sage Naruto at this point. So I've like thought about it over in my head, and I just really can't see a way for Naruto to get outside of his Susanoo arrows. I know he's more physically powerful than him.
Well, I don't think he doesn't get the Susanoo arrows until Danzo fight, and I'm pretty sure they're about to get Danzo fight in a second, so.
Oh, okay. If they're separating them, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say 5 Kage loses to Sage Mode, but Danzo fight definitely
Yeah,
bodies.
Danzo fight probably.
I mean, there's literally a statement that Naruto was like, yeah, I don't think I could have beaten that Sasuke, even when he was half
I already
blind.
talked about that statement. I said that statement is more so Naruto talking about his like friendship with Sasuke. But yeah.
should have put start of Raikage fight KCM, post Raikage fight KCM. But I think at the start of the fight, like, yeah, maybe he'd be like down here, but afterwards, don't get me wrong, I respect the Sasuke gas, right? Like, I'm on that hustle, but I think it's so funny how, like, maybe One Tail should put him up in Elite Jonin just because, like,
Why do you have so many tiers? There's like one person per tier.
Mad weird.
Kind of defeats the purpose of having a tiering.
I mean, it is like 3 times 8, right?
Yeah. So maybe, who knows? EMS Sasuke is both, like, nuts and ass. He's above
It seems
KCM.
like he should just be way better than he actually is.
Yeah. I had a really ugly render the first time I made this tier, but I think that one is pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's not a render.
I feel like there are better
I don't know why
ones
it's a
for
render, but I don't think anybody
EMS.
disagree with this. He's like literally matching KCM
But
1.5.
whatever.
And then
Rinnegan Sasuke.
so he's weaker than Six Paths Cloak, unfortunately. However, don't look here. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. I think Biju Susanoo is above the Asura avatar, but regular Rinnegan Sasuke is below Six Paths Cloak Naruto.
What?
Wait, do you disagree with?
Sakura?
Yeah, because like they blow up and Naruto takes more damage, doesn't he? Am I remembering wrong?
No, not that I remember. I remember they both just fall out of their forms and then just scrap.
Maybe I'm capping. Maybe they're like equal, but Naruto did need 2 attacks to like,
Counter the one.
yeah, to counter Indra Zero. I mean,
Well,
practically.
Creating 2 attack, he can just do that. So, like, they're equal. Well, this is like Sasuke with the Biju amp, but yeah, they're equal with that.
Yeah,
amp.
Sasuke needed that amp in
Maybe
order
that
to
doesn't
actually get
like,
on
mean
Naruto's
shit,
level.
'cause he
So
can make the 2 attacks in the same amount of time. So that's kind of a weak argument, right? Like it's the same like AP over time. But maybe I'm just like hung up on the fact that the Biju Susanoo just like clobbers all of the Kurama avatar clones. Like he's just not getting touched, and then. So I guess I could be convinced to move him down, but I think that they're really close in any case. I don't think that there's like a significant difference.
They're literally just like
I mean,
equal,
they
bro.
can't be
So yeah.
like worlds apart because they
Yeah.
clash and it's just equal.
Yeah. So I guess that means they are equal. So you no, never mind. I was capping when I said he was stronger. So you can put it in either order. I
I'm
think
really
that
curious where they place
this
Hagoromo,
is
bro.
a lot more like
Real
blatant,
curious.
where
I already
Sasuke
know.
is just weaker than Six Paths Cloak.
If it's
Naruto,
not equal to Sasuke,
but,
I'm gonna be mad.
like these two.
if
are
he's
way
not
closer.
equal to Sasuke, which
yeah,
one?
the
Like,
Biju amp
he
Sasuke.
would, like
Biju amp?
Six Paths
Yeah.
Cloak Naruto with the Biju Susanoo.
Do you want me to tell you?
Zero would just blow
Nah,
him.
that's good, bro. I'll just find
Okay.
out. We'll get the honest
Yeah,
reaction
you-
to
So
it.
next up,
Okay.
last Sasuke. I think this picture is really funny. It's the only good one I could find, but apparently he can just turn off his Rinnegan in the last.
Look, he
and I
does
don't
look
really
goofy in
find it.
that.
Oh, let's say that's an animation mistake.
Oh, okay.
Why, why did you get that picture instead of the one where he like blows up the meteor?
I couldn't find it. I looked for like 15 minutes and I was like, whatever, bro. I'm not gonna pull up the movie and screenshot it, so I'm just using this. But so it's stated in the novel that he's above KCM2 Stage Mode Naruto. Because if so, well then I guess we have our answer.
Yes, sir. Well, it's just stated he's like the strongest of Kakashi's students. So.
Oh,
I mean,
well, that's
if you
pretty
apply that
blatant.
to Six Paths Sage Mode Naruto as well, then he would go up a tier. But that's up to you.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. That is mad weird. We could just assume that Six Paths Sage Mode, the last Naruto, is just still like not as strong as Hokage Naruto from Boruto in the last.
Well, yeah, he's not. He has way worse scaling. He scales to someone who has basically nothing. Like Toneri's not super strong. Like he created a moon, so he's like planet like small planetary and like AP. That's pretty cool. Or through a moon, my bad. But like Hokage Naruto just scales the Momoshiki in base. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Last, because the last is 2 years as opposed to like 10 to 20. Yeah, so I'm fine with putting him here. Boruto era is a pretty good cutoff, but man, this tier is gonna be packed. Like it's gonna be fucking huge, way bigger than I expected. And then Boruto Sasuke, right here. I think he's clearly shown to be like weaker. Like they're equals, but like he just gets. I shouldn't say he's shown to be weaker. He just gets outperformed by Naruto in the fights, right? Like because he's always, I'm out of chakra, and everybody memes on him for that, and it's like really weird. But I don't think he's actually weaker. I just think it would be odd to put him above Six Path Sage Mode Naruto, so I'm gonna put him behind him. I guess it tracks too because pretty much as soon as Naruto gets Sage Mode, Sasuke is always like trailing behind him, or like is said to be trailing behind him. But all right, cool. Part 1 Sakura is like barely scraping it. Yeah, I know, right? Like the whiplash, it's so nuts. Like going from this like Boruto era shit back to the Genin, but I think she's barely scraping into Genin. I believe that when she's fighting Ino, it said that they're like barely even Genin level or something. Yeah, one of my friends brings that up all the time. Bro. So it sounds like it's true. It'd definitely be funny if it is, but I think this is like the biggest like jump from like one version to the next.
Wouldn't Sakura beat Naruto from the academy?
I think she's above base Naruto in Shippuden, but only by a little bit. I think that they're relative, but maybe like that she would win in a fight, especially based on the Sasori performance.
Naruto, I think, Sakura should be able to.
Sakura's like stated to have equal strength to Tsunade back then, like in the data book.
Yeah,
so, like
and Naruto blatantly, even though it was like a comedic scene. Naruto was like, bruh, if she hit me with that attack that he tried to hit Kakashi with in the bell test, I would have died.
Yeah, and like the best speed scaling I can think of for base Naruto is his feat of reacting to Chiyo. But like Sakura literally starts reacting to Sasori mid-fight, like the same Sasori that was like outpacing and reacting to Chiyo. So like she literally has like the same speed scaling as Naruto with more power. She's pretty gross.
She's fighting Sasori and Naruto has to use the Nine Tails to like attack Deidara.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Noodles.
I don't know about that because she's not like beating Sasori by herself.
Want to pause real quick?
Okay. Yeah. What?
I was gonna say, wouldn't it like criticize this if you want, but wouldn't you say for Sakura be able to utilize the fact that Chiyo is like manipulating her and shit to do whatever, that she would have to have similar or relative reaction time to Chiyo in order to be able to react to whatever she's doing to her?
Hold on, repeat that to me. My headset was cutting.
So if Sakura is being manipulated by Chiyo, right?
Yeah.
Via the chakra threads, wouldn't she have to have similar or relative reactions to Chiyo in order to be able to even perceive what she's even doing at the moment?
I'm pretty sure her arms are just literally physically being moved by the chakra threads. But
well, I'm saying that she's able to at least react, like she's able to mentally tell what's going on.
No, she's being made into a puppet. Like she may not be actually using any of her physicality or mental reaction. But she stops using that later in the fight, and she still is reacting to Sasori, and it's directly stated that she can react to Sasori speed. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Naruto has to use the Nine Tails to like attack.
Sakura's pretty good. People downplay how good Sakura is early on.
You could argue. I don't know about that because she's not like beating Sasori by herself. So actually,
One-Tailed kind of doesn't really have any feats.
Yeah, Sakura would just like literally punch One-Tailed in the face, and it would die.
Yeah, now they're downplaying Sakura. She should probably be above. Like Naruto was just mad angry. He's just like, yeah, I'm pissed. You Akatsuki, bro, boys. I'm gonna beat you up. You took Gaara from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Jumps. I think War Arc, she's like relative to KCM and EMS.
Yeah, because of the whole like
KCM and EMS.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
It's just that statement that like, she will no longer be behind Naruto and Sasuke. She's gonna be equal with them, which I mean could mean that. I'm not gonna say it can't. It just also
to KCM. I think that's fine. Probably.
Yeah, I'm not totally against it. Especially
Not EMS though, because EMS is relative to KCM 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Swag said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Done that, but like she was dead ass.
Yeah, she was being serious, and she like backed it up. So man, Sakura goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers back to back, just shitting.
Tiers shouldn't matter. God,
and like 2 of these tiers don't even have people
7
in them.
tiers.
Like,
yeah,
like I don't even know. These tiers don't even exist right now. Like,
1, 2, 3.
I was just gonna say we've kind of already said this before. Like, tier differences are really arbitrary, bro. Like, unless you specifically like, oh, these guys get 2 times stronger if they're like 2 times stronger than the guys in this tier or something. But like, I don't know how you'd be able to prove that or something. I just think it's weird that he's like, oh, like soccer goes this high into the tier list. Like,
yeah,
it literally shouldn't matter, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
3, 4, 5, 6 tiers back to back, just shitting on Naruto and Sasuke's progression, dude.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
God damn it, dude. Okay, so we talked about
2
this
minutes
before, and we agree it is some sort of weird ass plot amp that she gets. Now, I personally don't think it's like
it's bullshit because like literally like 2 chapters before she was completely drained of chakra, like completely out of chakra, and she just somehow fights Kaguya when like during the Jubidara fight, she gets like absolutely perception blitzed by Jubito. Like Sakura's in the Kamui dimension with like the kunai pointed at like Rinnegan Obito's eye. She's about to stab him, and like Madara teleports into the dimension and throws a rod at her forehead, and like Obito Kamui's her out of the dimension before she gets hit. And Kakashi asks Sakura what happened. She's like, I don't even know. I just blinked and I'm here. Like, she got like so perception blitzed by what Obito and Madara did that she didn't even know what happened. Like, she had no idea what even occurred. Like, she didn't see Madara even like apparently teleport in, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you also have the argument that just Kage's durability is just not that good anyway, so it's not like it's a good feat for Sakura.
Yeah, Kaguya doesn't have good durability feats. What durability feats does she even have? But, like, yeah, she scales to Kaguya in AP, but she caught her off guard. And I know people like to argue, like, the whole, like, Kaguya has Byakugan and Sixth Sense and things like that. We've seen Byakugan users and Sharingan users get caught off guard regardless. Just because you have a Sixth Sense doesn't mean you're actually going to focus on the Sixth Sense. If you've ever played, like, Call of Duty, you'll notice that there's a perk called Sixth Sense in some of the games. And the perk literally just, like, has on your radar, like, a directional sense of where the opponent's going to be, or, like, the other enemy team. And if you just aren't looking at that, then you can still, you know, you're not invincible, you can still get hit. So, like, if they're just not paying attention to their senses, like, there's times, like, if you're just looking at a desk, right, or looking at someone, and you just may, like, phase out and not realize what you're actually looking at. Like, I've been looking at objects and, like, had a paper ball thrown at my forehead, like, right in my face, and I just didn't react to it because I wasn't focusing on my own senses. The same with sense of hearing. Sometimes you hear things, and you don't pay attention to it. It's literally just because you have this sense doesn't mean you have to focus on it. So you can still get caught off guard, and considering Sakura literally says in the panel right before, hey, don't forget about me, literally implies Kaguya forgot about her. Like, so, yeah, Kaguya doesn't scale in speed, or she doesn't scale in speed to Kaguya at all. And she also, Kaguya doesn't have very good durability feats, so if I'm being honest, like...
And it literally just makes no sense for her to, like, even be relative to Kaguya. Because at least
probably about the same still.
Because at least with like Sasuke and Naruto, they were literally just given straight amps by Hagoromo, and that justifies why they were able to shoot up so high. Sakura just does not have that justification at all.
Yeah.
So it literally makes no first sense.
Fast enough to react to her movements. They literally plotted out the movements beforehand. Kakashi gave her, like, a direction. Like, she was like, alright, so Naruto and Sasuke are coming from the sides and force her upward, and then that's where you come in. Kaguya, like, literally doesn't even have to be moving full speed there. She could literally just move the speed that's just enough to dodge Naruto and Sasuke to save Chakra. because that's what she's trying to do anyway. So,
And Zetsu's like trying to coach her and shit on how to fight them both. So,
and then like Sakura just comes out of nowhere after she dodges Naruto and Sasuke. Like what I mean by that is like she literally could have just used like full speed for a second and then like floated above and then gets tagged by Sakura. Like that's just possible. We don't see the speed at which she like travels upward. It's also Kaguya's flight speed, which don't know how relevant that is either. So Sakura doing that to her isn't that impressive. Like her breaking her horn could be impressive if she had some good durability feats, but literally like every time Naruto and Sasuke hit her, they just kind of like tear her apart and she regenerates. So honestly, not very good durability. I can't remember one at least, but it's still possible, I guess. Saying that doesn't change the fact that she punched her, which means she moves her arms fast enough to punch her. Yeah, if I run up behind you and punch you in the head, I did punch you, but that doesn't mean I'm relative in speed to you either. It's stupid. Stop arguing.
Yeah, if I do that to fucking Mike Tyson, does that mean I'm just relative to Mike Tyson because he wasn't paying attention? Because he didn't hear because he didn't notice until the last second that there were like footsteps running up behind him, and then he just gets punched in the head? Like,
yeah, okay. Caught off guard doesn't disprove the speed feat. Kage was fast enough to move so that Naruto and Sasuke couldn't react, yet Sakura did. You're not proving that Sakura reacted to the same movement that Kage was using against Naruto and Sasuke. Like I just described, it's tactically beneficial for you to only, like, this is literally what real life fighters do too. Like, good fighters will do this. They'll move just slightly enough out of range to get away from the attack, and then they'll slow down and stop afterwards, okay? So she could have easily just floated up really fast outside of their reach and then got tagged by Sakura. Like, that's just a really common thing. So,
it's almost like the whole thing with, again, with Naruto and Kakuzu, where although Kakuzu was way faster than Naruto, it was because he was getting distracted by other things that Naruto literally showed up behind him with the Rasen Shuriken and hit him. Yeah. This is like a similar situation where Sakura literally shows up right behind Kaguya as she's dodging and focusing on Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah.
It's literally that situation, so yeah. It's not a false equivalence. What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, like, you could say it's a false equivalence all you want, but unless you can actually measure the speed at which Kaguya was moving in the panel, you can't say that. You don't know how fast she was moving during that time frame. Like, we would have to measure the time frame in which she dodged Naruto and Sasuke, and we would have to measure the time in which she dodged, or she was moving after dodging them. And there's just no way to do that. So you were just literally baselessly claiming that this is a false equivalence. Stop arguing this.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this 2 minutes out of the way.
Yeah. Going into Boruto. But she literally hurts Kaguya. So she has to, like, minimum, if you just hate her, like, she stole your credit card number, she's 10 tails. But
put her where she really should be.
She's in 6 paths.
If she hurt Kaguya?
No.
She might have to be upper 6 paths. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, what's she gonna do against KCM2 Naruto? Like, she just get like speed blitz by him, and then Rasen Shuriken. Like, ew, like, what's she do against that? Like, why is she above KCM
Naruto goes into Kurama, like full on Biju Kurama mode, and then just
starts throwing Rasen Shurikens at her and shit. Like, and then like KCM or EMS Sasuke literally could just put her in a Genjutsu, or like Amaterasu her, because the Amaterasu also just like burns you down on an atomic level and is also stated to be capable of burning everything in existence. So yeah, like, both of those characters just absolutely body Kaguya fight Sakura. Stupid.
Because like Naruto couldn't even do that.
Yeah, bro. Like, she broke her horn off and like bruised her cheek through her head. She punched her on the back of her head and it bruised her cheek.
What's even more impressive than that is that she blitzed her. So,
yeah.
What?
I really hate Swag, bro. Like, he just don't read panels.
He blitzed.
I guarantee he's gonna use the sense argument.
I swear, when you debated him, I remember this happening, that he just literally did not know what a speed blitz was, and you had to explain it to him.
Yeah, he doesn't understand what a speed blitz is. He thinks, like, speed blitzing is just simply moving beyond somebody's ability to react. But if you move beyond someone's ability to react because you, like, catch them off guard, or you hit them from behind, or in a blind spot, or something like that, you're not relative to them in speed necessarily. So it's just stupid to argue it. Like, I don't even understand, like, how people can just sit there and see Sakura say, "Hey, don't forget about me, Kaguya," and then, like, bonk her on the head. Like, after she has, like, the surprise exclamation mark, implying that she didn't know she was there before, and then she got whacked, and then, like, we're just saying that she's relative to Kaguya for no reason, even though her flight speed scale's nowhere relevant, at least.
Again, breaking off her horn, too, again, we already said, Kage just has shit durability. That's why that happens, so.
Yeah.
It's not that because she just randomly got stronger for no reason.
Exactly.
Many of you were around for the debate that Six and I had with Afro and Kabuki. And in that debate...
Hey, I gotta say this, like, no, not the biggest fan of Swag or anything, but he bodied Kabuki pretty badly. Like,
oh, the Kabuki, and I just remember,
Yeah.
like, I actually did feel bad for Six and Swag there, because Kabuki and Afro would be so fucking stupid. Granted, they're not power scalers, bro.
yeah,
like,
they don't understand.
They
power
don't know
scaling.
they don't know anything. But
Yeah.
like, I just don't think they shouldn't have even tried to talk to those guys because they just don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and just ended up, like, being Kabuki, just getting really mad at Six and stuff. It's just funny, but whatever.
Well, because like Kabuki is just the walking, talking like what's it called? Like argument from absurdity. Like, oh my god, that's so stupid. You think that Sakura could beat this dude too by that logic? And it's like, yeah, like the big counter to that is yes. What's the problem? And then they just start wailing out and aping, and it's just like, oh no, oh my god, did you hear that, everybody? And it's like, man, just shut up. That's not an argument.
Yeah. Literally.
We got stuck on this did she blitz Kaguya thing or not for a while. So if you've already heard me go over this, I'm sorry, but I know many of you weren't there, so let me go ahead and explain. Yes, the Byakugan has a blind spot. So it is possible. Well, actually, some of you might not have even been there, right? Some of you might have forgotten Kaguya had a Byakugan. Like, wait, how'd she blitz her, bro? She hit her from behind. But, you know, Kaguya has a Byakugan, 360-degree vision. Then, you know, the counter to that is, well, what about the blind spot? A, we don't even know if the Byakugan has a blind spot. Neji's did, but Kaguya's might not.
Okay, so you still don't know if Sakura used a blind spot or not then. Sounds good.
Okay.
But even,
Like,
All right.
right
Well,
now?
wait.
Go ahead.
It's an hour.
Well, let's finish this last point, and then
Okay,
we'll finish
I guess,
the Sakura placement, and then we'll end it.
Okay.
Yeah, but War Arc Sakura greater than Kaguya fight Sakura. I mean, probably. Like, she was completely drained of chakra during the Kaguya fight. But anyway.
Yeah, so she was massively fatigued, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's proving more about why Kage's durability is just that trash, because Sakura was already heavily fatigued before she did that, so.
Yeah, it also proves that Sakura is, you know, Sakura is not relative to Kage because she ran out of chakra, literally. Like, she was out of chakra, like, a page or two before. Like, it was just ridiculous how fast she regenerated chakra. Like, she was completely weakened. There's no reason she should be now faster than the Jubidara fight Sakura, who got blitzed by Jubidara and Rinnegan Obito. Why is Sakura, like, now faster than both of them? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's so many contradictions with it.
Also, they're just discounting that, like, this is not even 100 healings. Like,
Yeah.
base, like, it wasn't, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, pretty sure it was 100 healings, Sakura that hurt Kaguya, not base.
Yeah.
So, like, Kaguya fight should be all the way back down to War Arc Sakura. Like, what?
Yeah. Also,
or below it, even.
Also, earlier in the fight, they legit say Kage doesn't care about Sakura, so why would she even try to dodge? Exactly. She doesn't think Sakura's a threat, even. So it's like another reason to say that she probably didn't care.
It was a Mei situation. Like, when Mei was fighting the right, fighting Madara, he first was like, man, I don't think this shit is even worth absorbing. And then eventually gets hit by it. He's like, oh, that's actually impressive, by the way. I was wrong. Was it base against Kaguya? I don't know. I'll have to look up the panel, but
I don't think she had enough chakra to even use 100 healing, so I probably
I mean,
was.
yeah, I guess that's true.
So, yeah, base Sakura coming in, apparently. I'm not even getting, bro. Get this out of here.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It is, at worst, for Kaguya, the same size as Neji, which was not people size at all. It, like, Kidomaru could barely fit an arrow through it. And he had to, like, weave it around while Neji moved. There's just no...
Yes, Kaguya can totally sense and see Sakura. We agree with that. The issue is that she doesn't care, and also she's not focusing on Sakura. She's focusing on Naruto and Sasuke. If she was focusing on Sakura, we wouldn't have had the exclamation mark, and we wouldn't have had the dialogue sequence of Sakura saying, "Don't forget about me," which directly implies she forgot about her even with her senses. Stupid, bro.
A way that you can actually claim that like Sakura just fit herself into that blind spot, and Kaguya didn't see her like at any point in time to react. So it was like a blitz.
So should we like just slide out the debunk to all the Sakura scaling now?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So
Okay.
the way you get around all of this stuff is say like, oh, Sakura speed blitz Kaguya, she damaged Kaguya, all of that. Is to say that Kaguya just never acknowledges Sakura's existence. Even though she sees her, like when she first gets born, she just walks right by her. She's never really paying attention to Sakura, things like that, because Sakura doesn't really have what Kaguya is after, right? She wants the immense amount of chakra that's in Naruto and Sasuke. Keep in mind, it is base Sakura that punches Kaguya, and 100 healing Sakura cannot get past Madara, who is much, much, much weaker than Kaguya.
Yeah.
So then the way you reason all of it is saying Kaguya, even though she has a Byakugan on, for one, just because you have 360-degree vision doesn't mean you have to be paying attention to everything at one time.
Okay.
Proving my point. Exactly. Just because
Okay.
you have like, think about it. Your peripherals, the things are blurred in the distance, but if you start focusing on them, you can see them a bit better, right? It's because you have focus still. You like having the ability to like a range of sight and your ability to focus on specific things is completely different. Your eyes track specific things in the vision. Like if you're looking at a screen, you can kind of focus out and see the whole screen, but if you also have to focus in and look at specific parts, despite it all being in your range. Your focus is what matters, okay? The focus is what changes whether or not you are paying attention to something specific. And if Kage simply just wasn't focusing on Sakura, and backed up by the statements of her not caring about Sakura, and backed up by the statements of her forgetting about Sakura, and things like that, that makes sense, okay? It makes sense that she wasn't focusing on her. So you can't say that she's relative to her.
Right. Yeah. Like we don't have like 180-degree vision.
What's
like,
this supposed to be
definitely
debunking, by the
understand
way?
You can focus on one thing at a time. You're not all...
They put like Kaguya fight Sakura above like KCM2 Naruto and EMS Sasuke and base Sage 6 pads Naruto, the one that like threw the Rasen Shuriken at Jubidara. Like that one.
It nearly killed him.
Yeah, like was obliterating Madara, and then they're just like, yeah, Kaguya fight Sakura could do that. I'm like, no, man, that's so
Well, it's
trash.
like Sakura, like in 100 healings, tried to square up to Madara and then literally gets pierced by him. Like, how are you saying that Kaguya fight is any different?
You just can't, bro. I honestly could think Kaguya fight Sakura is worse than like War Arc Sakura, like 100 healing Sakura, because not only does Sakura not have 100 healings anymore, she's low on chakra, like to a point of passing out from chakra exhaustion. Like, how do you just see that? And then also got blitzed by like one Rinnegan Jubidara a chapter before, with the same one Rinnegan Jubidara that Naruto just threw a gigantic Rasen Shuriken at and tagged. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just so ridiculous to think that this Sakura is just gonna handle somebody like that. No, bro.
Yeah.
Which, if you honestly look, if you just ignore like this tier, like they only have Sakura like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters below her War Arc variation, and the characters are just different variations of Naruto and Sasuke. So it's not that bad.
I cannot wait to see what other characters besides Naruto and Sasuke that they just wedge in there in between. I cannot wait, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just mentally amped. My bad, guys. I forgot about that one. She was
mentally.
She was inspired by Naruto and Sasuke. She was so inspired that she just decided to fight like legendary Sage of Six Pads characters, even though she literally got bodied by the weaker one, the literal weaker Madara, the Madara that exploded from like weakened Kaguya. Like, just weakened, like, not even, like, Chakra Tree Kaguya, not the one with the Shinobi Alliance's chakra, like, the initial Kaguya, like, made that, like, double Rinnegan Madara explode. And then one Rinnegan Madara is just faster to an extent than Sakura that she doesn't even understand what happened in the Kamui dimension. And also Kaguya just gets exponentially stronger after that. and Sakura doesn't have 100 healings. Like, it's just so... There's just so many things stacked against this idea.
Always focusing on everything in your field of view.
Yeah.
Kage is flying up from people who she actually thinks are threats. And Sakura, even in her head, she's going down. She's like, don't forget about me. Kage has been ignoring her literally the whole fight.
Alright. Alright.
Ooh.
Maybe I was a little too harsh. No, I'm not. But...
So, the way around it all is to just say, Kage is off guard. And then you use the Madara stuff to back it up.
Another way around that is to say that Naruto didn't damage Kaguya and Sakura did. That's
okay, that has nothing to do with speed, though. We're talking about speed. Like, we're talking about her being off guard. Right? Like, is that what we're talking about, or are we talking about power? I feel like they should be talking about speed here, because, like, speed's what matters when fighting EMS, Sasuke, and Casey and Naruto, because they both have ways of just, like, one-tapping Sakura that she just can't deal with.
Mm-hmm.
the thing. That's the weirdest shit. Like, because it's the thing that gets me about the off guard thing, because I want to believe it just so I can be like, all right, y'all are right. She's not messing with Madara. But the thing that gets me about it is it's like she should also just passively just be strong enough to, like, that Sakura's hand should just break on contact, even if she's not, like...
Why? What is Kage? What is Kaguya's durability feat that makes you think her fist, that she's just, like, made of, like, unbreakable alloy? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it literally... Sasuke just, like, pulls out Chidori and just, like, starts, like, cutting through all of her, like, fucking chakra arms and shit, not caring. Like, Naruto blows her up with a bunch of Rasen shurikens and stuff, and she just, like, regenerates from all of their attacks. She's just got really good regen. Like, I don't think her skin is particularly that durable. But even still, like, even if you want to say it is durable, like, sure, let's say Sakura has good AP, still has terrible speed and loses to these guys, so...
Yeah. Are we just gonna say that, like, Sakura?
What's up?
Nah, I don't know about the point I was gonna make. I was just gonna say, like, are we just gonna say that Sakura is just ran? Like, here's my question: do you think because Sakura was able to damage Kaguya to such a to that extent, right? If we're gonna say that he damaged her, are we would Eight Gates Guy also be able to do the same thing, if not more? Just not obviously kill them.
So he would probably be able to damage her. I'm just trying to think of, like, what durability she has to, like, resist, like, eighth gate guy, like, you know, can, like, damage Madara to, like, mortal injury. So, like, one Rinnegan Madara, so that's pretty good. And 1 minute Rinnegan Madara can fight on par with Sage Sixpads Naruto with his limbo clones and stuff. So that means he, like, Guy probably hits harder than Sage Sixpads Naruto, or at least the clones that were fighting the limbo clones.
Mm-hmm.
And from what Nate says, Kage actually got damaged by, like, a normal punch from Naruto. So yeah, she probably would get, like, messed up. Like, she'd be able to regen and survive it, just like Madara did. But she wouldn't be able to tank it, I don't think.
Well, I was thinking, what proves that Sakura would be able to tank shit from 8th Gate's Guy?
Sakura tanking stuff from 8th Gate Guy.
Maybe in her 100 healings, maybe. Like, very maybe. Well, thing is,
I don't even think maybe.
Like,
I think Kage...
No,
like,
I don't, yeah, honestly...
Madara has way better regen than her, and he, like, barely survived.
Madara says, yeah, like most of his body got blown off.
He's like, one more of those and I would have died, like...
Yeah. Yes, and, like, Sakura's, like, 100 healings cannot just heal from that full extent. Like, she might be able to live after maybe getting chopped in half like Tsunade, but Tsunade eventually needed Katsuyu to repair her. Like, it's not like 8 Gates Guy's gonna allow that to happen during the fight or something, so...
Yeah. I just need to reread the Kaguya chapters to see if she has any good durability, because I seriously just can't remember a singular feat from the fight. Like, there's just so many instances where she gets, like, cut up and stuff. Like, but yeah, I mean, like I said, like, Sakura could just have good AP, right, but still bad speed, still loses, so.
Weird.
Oh, here's they just sent me the scan of Naruto just doing a basic punch against Kaguya and injuring her.
There's a bruise on her cheek too.
There's a bruise on her cheek.
She literally did what Sakura did. Yeah.
And that was, I think that was, he used like the sexy jutsu.
Yeah. And
So-
Guy was just like tearing apart Madara's body with his punches, and like Sage Sixpads Naruto's clones couldn't do that to the Limbo. So that just literally means like Guy probably would like destroy Kaguya's body, and also Sakura be trash, bro. Like,
Well, like, cause Sakura would just die against 8 Gates guy, so I don't know why you're trying to say he's above 6 pads Naruto. Like,
you said what?
I just don't know why they're trying to put Kaguya fight Sakura above 6 pads Naruto.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me. Like, I'm like, do they think like if Six Pads Naruto just pulled up with that Rasen Shuriken, like she would just be fine with that? Like,
No.
does she have the speed to even escape the blast radius of that? Like,
Naruto just has way too many win cons to just beat Sakura
yeah,
with that.
the magnet
even...
release one too. He could seal her. Like, he could just summon,
Foil release?
He could just summon like thousands of like clones like in base, like, or hundreds of clones in base at least, and just like swarm her. Like, even if she was faster than him, like, she's not gonna be able to react to 100 like Rasen Shurikens being thrown at her. Like,
He would probably just do the same thing that Madara did to Sakura and just pierce her with a fucking chakra rod.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, you're kind of done here, and pin her to the ground.
Yeah, definitely got that bruise from Naruto though. Got whacked. It worked.
It worked.
All right, let's finish this. Hopefully, they end the Sakura thing soon.
Yeah, but
I mean, like, yeah, I don't think so. No. I mean, like, Kaguya like one-shot Ishiki when he got off guard. So
That's true, bro. They always talk about how like Ishiki was like way more powerful than Kaguya and like the strongest of like the Otsutsukis at the time, and Kaguya like while being off guard, not Kaguya, Ishiki while being off guard got tagged by Kaguya. So it does show that at least with Otsutsukis that catching them off guard does lower their durability. Wow, even worse for Sakura. Nice.
Oh, Noodles. There's
What's
one
up?
more thing. Nate just found something else. When Kaguya punched Naruto and Sasuke, Kakashi's like, they'll be fine, but Sakura, don't you move carelessly right now. Implying that Kakashi thinks if Kaguya tries to hit Sakura, she would die.
Literally. Which again shows that Kaguya's power doesn't scale to her fucking durability.
Yeah. And look at Sakura's face. She's so concerned by the
Yeah.
fact that...
Oh man. Alright. Yes, Sasuke and Naruto get like text. Sasuke and Naruto, those two ought to be okay, but Sakura, don't move carelessly.
Man.
So sad.
But Ishiki also wasn't in the middle of a fight either, you know. And like the other thing is, it's just weird not to be like cognizant of her back when Kakashi was like teleporting around and stuff.
It literally is like what Krillin did to Frieza, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually just a Krillin moment. Sakura just pulled a Krillin.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good equivalent,
Yeah,
honestly.
some dude typed it in chat.
teleport what?
Kakashi was like using Kamui and
Okay. Are we still talking about the Sakura placement, or we moved on to Kakashi?
phasing through shit.
Are
Didn't he
we-
like warp over? No, wait, he was just teleporting her shit. He wasn't actually. Never mind. But it was still weird because like,
They're still
Kakashi
trying to
was, like,
justify
Hunter, probably
Sakura's
Kabuto,
place.
Swag is like really heavy struggling right now to think of anything for Sakura. Why does he want to like put her even here? Like, what does it
Yeah.
matter to him?
Sasuke was
I mean, like-
actually teleporting too.
Yeah. But I mean, like, she could see Sasuke. She was focusing on Naruto and Sasuke. I'm saying, like,
I think she could see Sakura, and she also has the Sage mode shit too. Like since
I don't doubt that she can see her. I'm saying my whole issue is if she's actually caring about Sakura.
yeah.
That's why. and
Which
then,
she
like,
isn't,
the Madara
but-
stuff, that's why I think like, and then obviously Sakura gets weaker, or because she loses chakra. That's why I think like you can say it's not a good feat for Sakura, or not a feat at all, really.
6 spin, bro. Like, not even gonna lie. Like 6 saying
Yeah.
what I say. 6 on the right train for this one. He's kind of beating up Swag in his own video too. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Like Sakura.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Sakura kind of garbage, bro.
I'm glad he's not rolling over for him. That's good.
I think
Yeah,
it's
this is good.
Yeah.
weird.
It's so weird. It's way.
He is being a little bit weird now. He's like before, like, I'm sorry, no, it doesn't happen. It's so weird, man. No, it's not weird. Like, you just said what happens. Don't
Yeah.
hold,
Don't
stick to your
try to
claims.
like. Yeah. Don't like. Again, Swag was like conceding to you here, but now you're going back. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Way too weird for me to be like comfortable.
Yeah.
He's literally beating Swag with the arguments I was saying before Six even said them. I was literally saying Six repeated what I said like twice basically, and then like that just beat Swag. So there you guys, there you go, guys. Dub, indirect dub for me.
I guess if you take defeat seriously, then she's where she belongs.
No.
If you don't, she doesn't really move up from War Arc at all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like she's not much better. She's just like stronger vaguely and doesn't beat the characters you have above her.
Now, I was gonna take a middle ground position. I think she's like.
No, you weren't. You were gonna sit
God.
there and put like your first immediate thought was like, yeah, Sakura's above Sage Six Pads Naruto. Like that was your first thought. Don't pretend like this was something you had thought of beforehand. Like, yeah, I was gonna take a middle ground. Why would she be above Sage Six Pads or KCM2 Sage Mode Naruto, but below Sage Six Pads base Naruto? It doesn't make sense anyway. Like, why is she wedged in there? She has no speed and no ability to deal with the Rasen Shurikens or the ceiling or anything like that.
Six literally had to get on his ass about putting her that high. Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Look, bro, that shit makes me way too uncomfortable putting her that high." And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, I was thinking of putting her in a middle ground kind of thing." It's
Six-
like,
Six
shut
caps
up.
hard. Six caps hard the rest of the video though. Oh man. Well, he's already said some really weird stuff so far, so we'll see. But yeah.
Here or something. I think she gets a weird ass mental amp.
Bro, he's literally doing
Man.
the thing. Like he's just saying that she's mentally amped and randomly putting her above Naruto now. Like Swag.
Well, the thing
Please
is,
put
I
some
think
more-
she's mentally.
Yeah, like please put some more thought like into this. Like what is there to suggest she's mentally amped? She passed out from exhaustion and is terrified of Kaguya. Look at this panel.
Look
at her. Shudder. She's terrified, bro. She's actually terrified. And you think she's mentally amped. She's got a weird mental amp, bro.
It's a mental.
No, she
amp.
doesn't.
Anything-
She has no mental amp. There's not a mental amp there. Get this
That's her
mental
with
amp BS out of my face. Dumbest Naruto meta I've ever seen sprout.
And she's like in 100 healings too, so she doesn't even think she'd be able to take that with 100 healings.
100 healing Sakura is over here pooping her diaper, and Swag's just like, weird mental amp, bro. Like, get out of here.
And like, the other thing about off guard too is like Naruto caught her off guard and she just like fucking she was fine.
Please move on.
He tore her arm.
He's literally just like grasping at straws just to rep Sakura. Like I get it, you have like a hard on for Sakura, bro. Like you like Sakura. Great, we love Sakura too, even though she's boring and a terrible character and has shitty scaling. Please bring something else that isn't just your headcanon. Like, you know, this dude is the biggest like Naruto power scaler out there. He has 1.13 million subs, and he's just making shit up. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I made a whole 30-minute breakdown video on like Tobirama versus Minato, you know, like analysis, and I'm not saying like I'm like amazing or anything, but I only have like 2K subs, so you would think with the kind of passion I have, it's someone who's literally like living off of this would be going hard into this. It's just crazy to me that he's just literally using headcanon.
When he used the sexy jutsu?
It wasn't too long ago Swag didn't like her. Remember when Swag used to think Hinata greater than Sakura? Yeah, that was a few years ago. I don't know, man.
And Seth had to beat him up on that shit.
Yeah, Seth like destroyed him on that topic.
No.
Yeah, he punched her in the face. And she was fine.
Yeah, you're right.
No. What do you
Hold
mean
on.
you're right? Wait, what did he say?
Hold on.
He didn't make her bleed
He tore her arm off.
when he used the sexy jutsu.
No.
Yeah, he punched her in the face, and she was fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Did you not look at this?
You don't see the bruise? Like the same justification we have for Sakura is
Literally
that, like, a
threw
bruise.
her off. It's not like she just got punched. It's not like, oh, it was like a tiger.
It literally
you punched
did,
a tiger,
it
then
did the
like a
exact
robot.
same thing Sakura did, like identical.
Well, the thing is, like Kage is being flown back.
Yeah, and she's
By
also
it.
got regen, bro.
Look at the fucking like crack, like little like from the punch aftermath.
Yeah,
like,
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, she got bruised by it. Like, she's clearly damaged there. So you can't say she
Oh,
was
she
fine.
was.
Like,
Oh, she was fine.
she would have been fine after, the attack with Sakura as well if she didn't get sealed. Like, she would have been fine. Like, you can't even say that, like, she wasn't fine. Like, she was fine in both cases. Sakura just made her bleed, like, or whatever, or, like, bruised her. It's not any more impressive. Like, sorry, bro.
Swag is a content farm. She is literally content farm incarnate.
Yeah.
Like, quite
And-
literally.
And
That's all of his
even if you
videos.
give her the AP, bro, even if you give her the AP, what does she do about the speed difference, the stamina difference, and the ability difference? The lack of ability to deal with the Rasen Shuriken, Genjutsu of Sasuke, Amaterasu of Sasuke, and things like that. Like, what does she do against that? She still loses to that.
And we already know, like, from their clarifications earlier, was that, like, oh, this isn't just like, oh, weakest to strongest. It's who's more likely to win. So
Yeah, I know. He literally clarified that mid video, so it's not weakest to strongest. Like, if it was weakest to strongest, at least you got some ground to stand on with that, right? Like, yeah, she's actually just more powerful than base Sage of Six Paths Naruto. I wouldn't necessarily be in a disagreement with that, just based on like the reactions are similar, sure. But like,
Noodles,
what's up?
look at this one as well. Like, Sakura is just like. And they just showed me like Sakura's like shitting her pants at like the Chubaku Tensei that Madara is doing right
The
here.
Six Paths power, like. She's never even seen power like this, bro. Like, man.
And then oh my god! And then Sasuke goes up, chops that thing in half, and then Sakura is just in awe, in complete awe.
After the
Look at
Kage
this.
fight, Sakura literally states she can't throw punches with Sasuke and Naruto. I mean, she's just admitting that she's not even close to them. Alright, well, if that's true, then facts, yeah, she's just not relative to them. That feat just doesn't even matter then, but...
Look at that shit with, I recently sent you. Like, that same shit that, like, that Madara was doing. Like, Sasuke chops that shit in half, and then...
Wow! She's literally
Wow.
never seen power like these people, bro. Like, these are beings that she's never even, like, comprehended could exist. She's flabbergasted and terrified of what's going on during the fight. Insane, bro.
Wow.
We're still talking about Sakura. We've been talking about Sakura for 10 minutes.
So it just does, like, Sakura just...
Well, like, okay, she was off guard there, but
No,
it
she
like,
was, like,
it was,
totally
a different
lost.
type of off guard.
She saw
'Cause, like-
a bunch of attractive men who she thought were not gonna come punch her in the face. She was expecting a different interaction.
I got it. Her heart started beating fast. Adrenaline started.
We don't know what Kage was expecting. You're not inside her head.
pumping. So she was off guard in combat sense, but like her. body didn't get weak.
Six
So,
literally
Sakura-
getting mind hacks by
Sakura-
this swag argument. Like,
Yeah, he's just like, I don't even know why he's agreeing to this. Like, she might have not expected it at first, but then Naruto, like, turns back into normal and punches her. Like flies up to her and punches her. So she might be expecting it by this point. Like, hold on. Not this one. Not this one. Not that one either. Not that one. That one. Like, literally could have just started expecting him after he turns back into normal. Like, oh, now he's about to punch me. Like, easy, bro.
cannot be as strong as Kage.
And it's also stabilized Kaguya too, right? Like that's like the wacky shit. But I think the best way to just I think that the speed.
Yeah, Kaguya with like the entire Shinobi Alliance absorbed into her body after she's already powerful enough to like the weakened Kaguya. So this is literally the scaling chain. Bro, hold on. We're about to bust out the paint. We're about to bust out paint. All right. So it'll get red. Red's really easy to see. Okay, it goes like this. One Rinnegan Madara. Here, no, we're not doing this. We're gonna get docs out. We're gonna, here, we'll just do sticky note.
Oh my God.
Just a sticky note, bro. Alright.
I can't believe they're just stuck on the Sakura shit.
Yeah,
It's
I can't
so
believe it
fucking
either,
baffling.
bro. Okay, so it goes, Jubidara fight Sakura. Below one Rinnegan Madara. One Rinnegan Madara. Below two Rinnegan Madara. Below weakened non-shinobi alliance Kaguya. Below shinobi alliance absorbed Kaguya. So Sakura's all the way back here, bro. Like, this weekend non-Shinobi Alliance Kaguya made two Rinnegan Madara explode just from the sheer chakra amount. And Sakura was like so perception blitzed by one Rinnegan Madara that like she literally couldn't even react to what happened. Insane, bro. And also, like, just the extra Rinnegan that Obito got from Madara, like, nearly made him go insane from the chakra increase. So having that extra Rinnegan is especially potent. And it's even more potent from the original user, because they say in the manga that the only, the original user is how you unlock the true power of the Rinnegan. So, literally a massive amp from that extra Rinnegan is still significantly weaker than a Shinobi Alliance Kaguya, who's significantly weaker than Shinobi Alliance absorbed Kaguya. So, crazy, bro.
It is weird. So, I think the best possible argument that you can make, and the one that makes the most sense. So, Sakura was, like, giving up some of her 100 healings chakra, but... Well, so the thing is, it is entirely unknown how much she, like, burns through, like...
She passes out! Like, literally just passes out from chakra exhaustion.
At once, and how much she's capable of outputting at a given time. So, we have no idea what, like, percentage of her chakra was gone. And I think, like, the best thing that I can think of is she just dumped.
Didn't she literally say she's going to give Obito all of her chakra?
Yes.
And got
so,
him
and then passes out.
So
maybe I'm misremembering her passing out, but she literally is giving Obito all of her chakra.
So miss us with that. Oh, we don't know the percentage. Like she literally states how much.
Every bit of her chakra.
Maybe maybe the Byakugo disappeared because she put it all in the punch.
It didn't disappear. It stayed.
There's just so much narrative consistency. Like, even if, at this point, I think it's just, like, even if you want to consider it, like, a good strength feat for her, even though it's not, I think it's an outlier from where she's consistently placed at. So, I don't think this is, like, where Sakura would be.
Oh, no. Noodles.
What's happening?
I think we can agree.
Look at this, look at this shit. Sakura doesn't even think she'd be useful in the fight.
I don't know if we'll be in the way or be useful to you, but I don't want us to fail because of something I could have done. Yeah, it's just like super consistent that Sakura doesn't think she's on their level, like consistently on their level, and there's like 1 feat of an off-guard Kaguya, which we know affects the Otsutsuki's, where she's getting tagged up. So, sorry Sakura, you're not on Kaguya's level.
Because, like, that...
I mean, yeah, he definitely did, though.
Because it's just so weird to say that punch wouldn't, like, kill Jubito.
She was consistently getting feared amped throughout the war to the point she scaled the Kage's level by the end. Yeah, she just kept getting so scared that she just kept getting mentally amped. That's what happened. Good.
No matter how off guard Kaguya was.
Here's how we do it, right? Wherever this Sakura is, it's a one-off. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're just gonna say Sakura just consistently gets
Boruto.
fear amp
Oh yeah.
That's
Swag
what
because of how-
is stronger and more.
because every
I
time
think
she
she's
just
at
gets
least as
scared,
strong.
she's
So the
apparently
Other
stronger
thing is like
by
with,
their logic.
with mental amps, it's like
Oh, here we go.
nobody ever gets a mental amp then doesn't like catch up.
Yeah. My whole thing with that was just like, if Sakura's training regimen is terrible, and she just got like, this is a crazy mental amp.
Yeah.
Right? You keep that in mind. This is KCM1 to Kaguya. So if her training regimen is just terrible.
Hey, wait a second.
How is it a mental amp though?
I'm just sitting here confused because, like, look at her face, man. Does that look like mentally amped to you? She looks like she's about to, like, have an anxiety attack. Like, I don't think that's mentally amped. I think she looks nerfed. She's, like, scared of them, bro. She's literally scared of them. Like,
Man, it's like, again, this is the big problem with the whole mental amp thing, and this is just literally proving it, is that because they don't have any better explanation for their retarded scaling of Sakura is now Kaguya level, they have to then be like, well, I think she's mentally amped, if that's the case.
it's
Because they
literally
don't have
they
any
made
good
the position.
justification.
Yeah, they literally made the position against Kabuki where they were like, yeah, Kage is, like, as strong as, like, or can, like, one-tap Kage or whatever, and now they feel like they need to stand by it, I guess. Which 6 didn't at first, but I feel like you just got, like, mind hacks by Swag. Stupid.
Yeah.
Here's the
Yeah, they're still
craziest
talking about
one.
Sakura, like, 15
Right.
minutes later, by the way.
So
I'm
we
really
didn't
sad. I
actually-
hate that I said last character on Sakura, bro. Like, I would have just saved this till next time.
God.
like, sorry, I shouldn't say we, because we're the only ones who did. None of the other characters actually saw Hagoromo give Naruto and Sasuke chakra, right? So if we're looking at this from Naruto and Sasuke's perspective, and Sakura just got chakra from the Sage of Six Paths, and keep in mind, they don't tell anybody that they did. They just...
What are we talking about right now, man? Swag, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Sakura hypothetically getting Sage of Six Paths chakra from, like, Hagoromo? Is that what we're talking about? Okay? This is just insane. Like, this is actually getting out of hand, bro. Like, I can't even believe this is what we're talking about right now. Okay. So, to be clear, how, like, the Samsara cycle works, which, if you don't know what the Samsara cycle is, it's the cycle of Hagoromo's children reincarnating. He can, it's stated in, like, the manga and the data book that he travels throughout time to meet his, disciples, or his, descendants, his reincarnates, or his son's reincarnates, throughout time, basically. And he can give them chakra, and he gave them chakra. He gave Indra and Ashura chakra. He gave Madara and Hashirama chakra, and then he gave Naruto and Sasuke chakra, right? Like, he, did it to all of them. He literally, like, they are his descendants or whatever, so... why would that mean he would just be able to appear in Sakura's mind? She's not an Indra or Ashura descendant. Like, did you just forget about that entire, like, plot point? Like, the reason Hagoromo was even in his mind was because they were descendants of Indra and Ashura. You think Hagoromo can just pull up in anybody's mind and be like, you amped, you amped, you amped? Like, no, that's not how this works.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, this gets even worse. Sakura was about to die to Kaguya here. And Sasuke had to save her.
Bro. Hey! Running away. Look at her face, bro. Look
at what
terrified she is.
Look at what Naruto says in the panel right next to her.
Bro, hold on. Sasuke, use your ocular powers to save Sakura. Oh my gosh, bro. There's no way Swag read the ending of this, like, fight, like, before this recording. There's no way he just read this and just ignored these. So unreasonably blatant for, like... Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Sakura coming up behind Kaguya was also Kakashi's plan.
Yeah. Literally what Kakashi had devised for them. He, like, told Sakura to be in that position so she could, like, preemptively hit Kaguya.
Yeah. So
a good
if she
plan.
somehow gets out of the thing, then she would just punch her back down.
Naruto's such a scrub. Does he not realize that Sakura's in the process of getting amped? She's being amped right here, bro. They just don't know it yet, but Sakura getting strong as hell. Like, she's about to beat up Kaguya.
She should, yeah, like she gets shitting her pants amped right here.
Literally terrified for her life. Look how Sasuke's like urgent as shit. He's like got an exclamation mark. He's like, ugh! Like they're trying to get her out of there, bro. I like this picture of Sakura though. It's really well drawn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Show up. Like, nobody has any idea how they got that strong. So, maybe she just...
I don't care about the Kakuzu stuff, but can someone explain to me why that is blasphemy and this Sakura nonsense is okay? You know what? At least with the Kakuzu stuff, like, there's a decent argument for it, right? Like, that, you know, Kakuzu potentially does scale the characters who are KCM, Naruto, and Speed. Kakuzu does fight Biju, and there's statements of him being stronger than Jinchuriki and things like that. Things that do imply Kakuzu is that level. But there's just like 100 implications, like hundreds of implications apparently, that Sakura is just not on these people's levels. And like Swag is literally having to like go to the point where he's saying that, like, to justify like why Sakura got so significantly power, Hagoromo just like came into her mind off screen and like gave her chakra. Like, you really think Kishimoto just like wrote that and like just expected people to know that? Like, oh my gosh, bro. So ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like getting on our ass for like, dude, I can't believe these Kakuzu scalers think that he beats Pain, but they're like, you know what, bro, we're gonna come up with this made up bullshit and like literal headcanon and like bringing up just blatant like, oh, this stuff doesn't even exist in the series to help prove their point. It's just to say like, yeah, Sakura is on this tier.
Yeah.
In the Kaguya fight, like they're just reaching through so many holes in logic, just to justify this. Like, this is just like beyond ironic at this point. It's because they just like Swag just has this massive fucking schmeat for Sakura for some reason.
See this, Surfbone? This is the amount of mental gymnastics that Swag pulling right now. He doing backflips, bro. Let's see this dude. This is what Swag doing right now. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
That's Swag right now, bro. Someone make a meme and have Swag's name under it as he flies away.
Got an off-screen Hagoromo in. You know?
No, because when she sees Hagoromo at the end of the series...
She's lying. She's faking it.
Oh, my...
Oh, no.
So ridiculous, bro. Oh, I muted it.
Oh, look at
Right
this.
now, don't worry.
She's
Lying.
literally...
She's faking it.
Look at this scan right here, Noodles.
I'm not being dead ass right now.
Oh,
Don't worry. But
wait.
yeah,
Here.
this is just so
Send
weird.
it to
I
you.
hate this issue so much.
I hate this issue. Just stop being fucking stupid and read the manga. Like, just literally read what happens, bro. It's not that difficult to find out that Sakura's weaker than Kaguya. Like, her just freaking out alone should be enough, like, implications for you.
Check DMs real quick. Look at that. She's literally crying to Sasuke, saying that she can't do anything and to not leave him.
We're just sitting in call and it just keeps progressively getting worse. Like, every time, like, I think it's over, like, I just look again, and then Sakura's just over there like, I know in my heart that there's nothing I can do. But Sasuke, if there's a little corner of your heart that thinks about me, please don't leave again. She doesn't even think she can stop Sasuke from doing anything, bro.
Man. This is just like, again, people, I just want to ask you one question.
Crying amp.
Like,
Cry amp.
the cry amp.
Cry amp. She's crying, bro. It's just like basically you could just say like anytime any character ever shows any level of emotion, they're amped or nerfed, bro. And honestly, like you just can't tell like which one it is either. Like when you see like Naruto getting enraged, like is that a nerf or an amp, right? You know, at least with
look at the top left panel, Noodles, of what she says to Sasuke. Oh wait, I think that's what's that is what Sakura's saying.
Yeah, I can't get close to you or exchange blows with you. I can only whine, cry, and beg like this again. It's totally pitiful, isn't it? Bro! Come on, man. Come on, Swag. Come on.
What are you going to say about this, Swag? Are you also going to say that she was just, like, acting all this out and trying to, like, make Sasuke sympathize for her and then make her not leave him? Like...
Yeah. Sasuke, I can't exchange blows with you. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh.
Because I get what you're saying, and I agree that it makes more sense for that not to be the case.
Sasuke, that's why Sasuke knocked her out when he was originally leaving the village, is because she knew Sakura was going to get an amp from her crying.
Yeah. He had to end it quickly before Sakura got out of hand, bro. She started crying. He's like, "Oh, I gotta take her out now," and he like put her unconscious. That's all it was.
Yeah. Say that Obito was guarding his.
That was just after the Kage punch too, where she's saying that. Oh my gosh.
Back when this happened, but Minato and Naruto literally teleport, literally warp to his location, Rasengan's in hand, and he just blocks them.
Yeah, the guarding his back would be the...
They're teleporting! Sakura's moving!
But hold on.
They are teleporting!
He's flying, but he's also flying, right? So it's like... They
teleport.
He's flying.
No, but they're there! They teleport to the seal on his back, bro!
They teleport there, but they still have to slam their Rasengan into his back. So maybe they just like...
But Sakura still has to pull her fist back and hit Kaguya, you know? Like...
He had a fist back.
They saying Naruto's teleporting?
He's saying both of them are.
With what?
I don't know. He said they're teleporting. They're teleporting.
Hold on, bro. Like, I don't know if he's teleporting there. I think he's just literally punching Kage in the face. Like,
yeah. That's just a good, mean, like, leftover hand from fucking Naruto. Like,
yeah, just literally bringing the heat.
The whole time. He had her fist back the whole time.
No, she has to jump. No, not when she was standing in the Susanoo. She didn't. She had to jump, pull it back.
Yeah, I just mean like when she's falling. She's got her fist.
She has to throw it forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but she's off guard, so it doesn't matter, bro. Like,
but like the whole like not paying attention thing.
So she has to be like faster than take.
Is Swag Nene on 6 right now? Unironically, like what happened? Like 6 just had the argument, but like
ACM2 Sage Mode Naruto, right? Because he gets blocked by fucking Jubito and she hits Kaguya.
Well, no, but that's because Jubito's like covering his back, right?
But also
like,
that's Jubito, not Kaguya.
Yeah, but if Kaguya is just not paying attention, like say Kaguya is literally just not paying attention, right? Then it wouldn't matter, like oh. Kaguya
I don't think KCM2 Sage Mode Naruto's hitting her if she's not paying attention, bro.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you think that? Like,
hey, Swag, do you not realize you're making a Kabuki argument right now? Like, oh, well, I don't see Naruto and KCM2 Sage Mode doing that. It's like, yeah, based off what, bro?
Yeah, he literally...
Your headcanon?
Yeah, literal headcanon. Swag is the headcanon machine. He's writing fan fictions out here, bro. He's going crazy. He's talking about, like, Hagoromo giving Sakura chakra off screen and stuff. And I know he said he wasn't, being serious.
That's
but,
literal
like,
fan fiction.
He's an actual... Like, the fact he even thought of that tells me he dips a little bit in headcanon more often than he probably should.
I don't know.
If she's not paying attention, what's the problem? She's not paying attention.
She just gotta, like... I don't think I can buy that she's not paying attention, because
Wow.
Don't forget about me, Kaguya. What does that tell you?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't think there's enough proof to justify that she wasn't paying attention.
Someone grab the "Don't forget about me, Kaguya" panel, like right before she punches Kaguya, and then Kaguya's like, "Oh, you exist!" Like immediately after.
Literally, she got. Yeah, remember, like, oh wait. Wait a second. What is this?
She just like regularly intercepts shit like when it's thrown at her. The only time she gets caught off guard is by Naruto and then maybe by Sakura. This shit is just
like,
so weird, bro.
Kaguya, I mean, Sakura even sort of implies it as though she's like, don't forget about me, we're both women.
Yeah.
You know, and like, Kaguya has been.
I do
warning
agree
Sakura
that that is the
about it.
best piece of evidence there is like that. Like, don't forget about me shit, but I could just make everybody happy and just put her like here, right? She's
Yeah,
not
stop
going
being a
below
dipshit.
Naruto.
Like, stop being a dumbass.
I'm still like not getting why she's above KCM2 Naruto and EMS Sasuke.
Yeah, all you did, Swag, was just drag her from a tier that nobody was in, and then just put her in the same tier as Naruto KCM2 Sage Mode. That's literally nothing.
Yeah, and it's just like he's just saying she's here because she's vaguely mentally amped. And I don't even understand the cry amp, bro. Like she just be crying a lot, so that makes her
she
stronger.
do be crying a lot, and she getting amped, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Man, Noodles, it's not gonna be good if we just pull a. It's gonna be like when Swicey and Parrot were like just for shits and giggles they made like the multi Odin argument, like
Yeah.
just for shits and giggles. Then Comic Vine literally ran with that and was trying to act like it was a real thing.
No, they didn't, bro.
That's what happened. That's literally what happened. They think multi Odin's a thing, and then Parrot and Swicey are like, dude, we were just joking about that one day, and then Comic Vine took it seriously and then ran with it.
That's hilarious. Multi-Odin.
Imagine one day, like Six and Swag, just ran with that, and it's like, yeah, she just gets cry amps.
Oh man, that would be so fucking funny if that's just what they say.
Just note, whenever they make that argument, just make sure to play the clip of this video, guys.
Reality.
All right, so let's say she goes 100 healings, throws her hand back, big ass blue orb around it, punches. You think his Susanoo's blowing up?
I think just like pure experience.
I'm gonna leave her there because that's the place that makes the most. So here's what.
No.
She can be here,
He's not even justifying why.
here, or here, right? It literally
He's just like saying like, yeah, I don't know where Sakura scales.
doesn't matter, but it's just a.
Are we just not gonna even note
I-
note the fact? Like, Nate sent me this shit in DMs. Also, that she literally got saved by EMS Sasuke and KCM1 Naruto from Jubito.
Yeah. She also got saved by Rinnegan Obito from Madara. And got saved by Sasuke from Kaguya. Sakura stay be getting saved. Her whole like goal was to not be behind Sasuke and Naruto, and just immediately did it again. Like,
Oh, it was a Fission of the Ten Tails, not Jubito. My bad.
it doesn't matter. Like, whatever.
It's still like Sakura do be trash. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm gonna agree with everybody. I'm gonna agree with everybody that it's weird and doesn't make sense, but you just gotta accept that she damaged Kaguya, you know?
I don't have to accept that she has good speed though.
There are a lot of people who think adult Sakura would lose to Datara.
And Six just like conceded his whole position, bro. Like, I know this
Man.
isn't a debate, but like, man, Six, what? Why?
Come on. You literally like.
Had him like you had Swag like boxed in a corner and then just let it go for no reason. Like,
It's literally like, again, like just like Noodle said, you boxed him in the corner, but for some reason you just allowed him to slip out. And now you guys are both back in the middle of the ring. Like,
Yeah.
you had him cornered. You
just-
could have kept swinging
he
and
just
then
said a bunch of
bodied him
headcanon
like that.
and was like, "It's weird, bro," and you're like, "Yeah, it is weird." Like, no, it's not. It's not weird. Like, it just makes total sense.
Nah, man.
I'm being dead broke. There's so many people who think
Just for
adult
that, she's going above Kaguya fight, bro. Like, I can't let them. So the Shin.
Whatever.
I hate
cool.
Shin.
Do we want to stop here?
Yeah, we're stopping here.
We're gonna stop here.
How long's the
We
stream? It's about 3
Yeah.
hours. We hit what we expected.
Yeah.
And we
but
actually did more than we expected. Man, they talked about soccer for 20 minutes.
God damn,
That's
bro.
so bullshit,
Like,
bro. I said last character on Sakura.
last character in that last character was like 20 minutes. Come on, man. And then we were just that was the one we shit on the most because
Yeah.
there was just so much evidence to go against what Swag was trying to say, bro. Like
Swag just like embarrassed himself for 20 minutes about Sakura and just had no idea what he was even talking about.
but just like the comments in his video, Swag got that dedication, baby.
Yeah,
Like
Swag be going hard. The most dedication Swag showed in this video, like prep wise, was putting the like images for all the characters. Like the
Yeah.
actual research, zero research.
Zero.
So far. Like literally zero.
he never even tried to like reread this shit before making a
No.
Naruto tier list.
No, which I didn't either in mine. Like, which I outright said mine wasn't gonna be accurate. You know, just because I knew like.
Well, yeah, like at least like at the start of ours, we're like, yeah, just to let you know, this is like we didn't priorly research this before we made this stream. Like, we're gonna note the fact that this might change later in the future. There might be some wrong placements. This is what we currently think
And
now.
there were
But,
tons
like,
of them, by the way. Like I noticed like a bunch of like inconsistencies with what I was saying like afterwards. And it's just
Yeah.
because Naruto war arc scaling's weird, and there's like a lot of conflicting like pieces of evidence for stuff and weird ways to argue things. But like, yeah, like you got to go in with that understanding. I know that like they may just assume that like their audience has that understanding about this video, but it's still like when you're like messing up a character so bad to an extent like you didn't even like reread the fight or like have an understanding of what even occurred in the fight, like her just being like below like Kage, Naruto, Madara, like all of these people, and just ignoring like every single piece of her scaling besides this one like pretty trash feat, if I'm being honest, like speed wise. Like it's just ridiculous, bro. You have 1 million subs, you get paid to do this, you should be going hard. Like,
yeah.
anyways,
Like,
on that
legitimately.
note, we're gonna run another stream tomorrow, and then we're gonna run another stream the next day. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, we're gonna run it earlier in the day. It's probably gonna be around 6 or 7 o'clock Central Time, PM, and we are going to react to the rest of this video. It's gonna be the little Christmas time streamathon, so make sure to share it around. Be there tomorrow, because tomorrow is when the scaling's actually gonna get pretty juicy woosy. We're gonna get into probably
Yeah.
the Akatsuki and Kage, which is what I'm most interested in to see what they say about that, because I already know I have tons of conflicting opinions about that Kakuzu.
Yeah, I already saw some comments in the chat just basically like spoiling what some of the placements were, and oh my god, we're gonna have a field day. It might be more than 3 hours when we get the Akatsuki. Like, we're just gonna be going off about how stupid the entire thing is.
Tomorrow, as in 20th of December. Like, we're gonna run this 3 days in a row, literally.
Yeah. I mean, technically it's the 20th of December now, but it just means like later today
That's
we're
what
gonna
I'm
do
saying.
another stream on this. Yeah.
That's what he was asking later today, basically. So yeah. Good old classic night out. We had held like 60 and 50 viewers, pretty consistent. Like it started low, and
Yeah,
then
and
just built
it's and this was like in the middle of the night for most people. Like,
yeah, it's pretty cool. Which a bunch of people see this tomorrow anyway.
so yeah, so just imagine how many people are gonna join this stream like later on today. Like,
I know, bro. So yeah, make sure to be hyped for the rest of that, because we're gonna go hard on this, and then I might try and release another video by the end of the month. We'll see if I can do that. If I can do that, like that's a good play. Like that'll be what, five videos and streams in a month. That's pretty good. That's more than
Yeah.
like, a video and stream per week.
man, I just don't know what I want to stream from my channel.
That's
I just legitimately don't know.
Yeah, that's excluding the membership video I did, by the way, the membership podcast. So for those people that were worried about my membership clogging up my normal like viewership, my normal like content, here you go, boys. You guys are getting 3 streams in 3 days. So
Yeah.
be happy.
Well, we might even, just for the membership thing as well, I figured since we did like the Madara versus Isis thing for the membership, we might as well do the other Naruto character based death battles as well, just for like memberships.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I want too many content copyright claims on my stuff though, because even though
Well, again, it's for members. It's
I
for
know, but it
members,
still
right?
gets copyright claimed.
Does it?
Yeah, it did on my channel. which is fine.
I mean, they're
I don't-
they're paying they're paying to
I
compensate.
don't have ads
right?
on it
So-
anyway, but I think there are still like negative effects from just having copyrights on your channel. So I'm fine with the one. Copyright claims, not strikes, by the way. It's just a copyright claim, meaning that any money I made off of the ads will be given to them. But there are no ads on the video, so.
Yeah. So it's whatever. Like again, just run no monetization on those videos, and you're getting paid for the memberships anyway, so
Yep.
it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And also, people get extra content and a
Yep.
way to support the channel. It's just good everywhere. So yeah, if you guys want to do the membership, make sure to click the membership tab. Anyways, y'all.
Yeah. Super. We got at least 3.
We're gonna go ahead and end it here. Surfbone, say goodbye.
All right. See you later, guys. See you later today.
All right. Peace out.